Hey, 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 hey. What's up, guys? Hello? What's up, everyone? This is your daily Sunday blog. It's actually a podcast. So, hey, everyone. This is Adrian Ducao, DUCAO. I'm with Clever John Command. How are you doing, bruh?
Doing just fine. Actually, much great. So what's up?
Hey, hey. So, this is actually the second podcast for Mumble Bumble. And we actually have a pretty interesting topic, so we have to talk about for today. So, well, let's talk about the power of AI and how it will take over the world. Probably this century, maybe, or within 100 years or so.
Without a doubt.
So, I've been browsing some articles and the usual stuff, the YouTube videos, and I found this interesting AI called NVIDIA Gaugan or Gaugan, if this is the right term for it. So it's actually a photo. It This AI actually creates photorealistic images. So if, for example, if you're going to draw um an image in Paint, you can actually insert this to the AI and it will actually create the basic photorealistic landscape. Let me check here if we can pull up some stuff about that. What do you think about that? Do you have some insights to it, like idea or
So the what do you call it again? Nvidia Gaugan.
it's NVIDIA Gaugan, GAUGAN.
Oh, and upon hearing what you said, so it's made for a particular reason, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you show us what what exactly is this? Or wait, is
Um,
is is this AI already live, or are they using it already?
I think so. Let me enter this image out here. Can you see the screen? If you can be able to
Okay.
see that, or should I
No.
share screen?
Yeah, I think you should just share screen.
Okay. Let me just minimize this.
Well, is it already in market today, or they're still testing it?
I'm not sure about that. I think
Okay.
it's not in market. Um, I think it's actually operational though.
Hmm. By operational, what do you mean by operational?
They've already uploaded the AI. So basically, can you see the screen?
Yeah, yeah. Come on, go on.
NVIDIA Gaugan. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So basically, if you're going to draw something like this, um for example, let's draw a landscape. Can I change the color? Uh if you're going to draw a landscape like this and press this button, I'm not sure if it's already working or not. Is it zoom in a particular way?
So is this like their official AI? I mean, is this the AI itself, or is it it's still in what do you call that beta version?
Um, I'm really not sure about the development process, but I was able to see this in action. Um, I'm not sure if I'm using this right now, because it's supposed to be showing something like this. Okay, so that's it. After pressing the button, so basically you can draw anything, something like this, and it will go into show and convert that to a photorealistic image, like in this section. Can you be able to see the image on the right side?
Yeah, I can see it. So it's like matching the pattern that you're trying to draw.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
So basically, I think that the canvas that I've set into, they're actually using a different color for a different material or uh, um, an object. So, for example, if you're going to use a ground or click the ground here, select a, let's say a road. Let's put a highway on that ocean and some plant. So if you can see here that the color of the road is actually is that brown. If we're going to put grass, it's actually yellow, and tree is orange. If you're going to render
It's
that,
somewhere near green.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, yeah, go on, go on.
I'm not sure if the road is being rendered because we just drag that across a body of water. Let me,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I think we can do better. Let's try again. Plant, maybe landscape.
how about if you draw a dick?
Maybe it will.
What
Maybe it
will
will.
that look like?
Maybe it will. Um, photorealistic thing.
What? I'm just curious, okay?
Let's try that. Let's draw a mountain. Oh, I have
Uh-huh.
to click that shit.
I'm just gonna have some drink. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
All right. So see, they're basically creating photorealistic and
Oh.
based from
Oh, okay. So the image on the right is not a real image that you can find on the net, but that image is rendered by the AI. Is
yeah,
that correct?
yeah. The NVIDIA AI is actually creating that photo out of the layout that you're putting into this small canvas. So basically, you can draw anything. Like you can add a sun. Somehow, can we add a sun or clouds? Maybe.
Okay.
Let's add some clouds
Well, that's
here.
nice. That's nice.
It's actually
Well, I
interesting
think that
because.
would be
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
well, I think that would be useful for those people, who are mostly in the moment. Do you know that picture that looks like that picture? Yeah, I think this could really help them.
What picture?
Those people trying to get to remember what picture they are trying to tell a person,
Oh, okay. So
but
are
they can't really describe the picture. So yeah, I guess this would be helpful for them.
okay. So those people who have Alzheimer's disease, was that the
Well, not no, not really those people with disease, but those people who are having a hard time describing a picture.
Oh, okay. So is that a disorder or
No, not necessarily a disorder, just those people who can't describe the image. But yeah,
Okay. It may be. It can be, perhaps. I'm not so sure about the accuracy of the rendered images though, because if you can be able to see what I've drawn is that I've put a hill
mm,
in front of the mountain. So the hill is this color. The is that green? I'm color blinded. Help
yeah,
me out. And this is brown for the
yeah, it's
mountain.
light green.
Oh, it's a light green. Okay. So if you're going to
Yeah.
render that again, it should put a snowy, a snow. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah, it's actually quite
I
useful
see. I see.
at some point. It's
Yeah,
actually
it's totally
good.
useful.
Yeah.
Wait, can you draw a dick?
Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Should we draw that using?
What you have here an AI or something art, so why not troll? Okay, okay, what will that
Unsupported? Bruh, you can.
So yeah, there's an issue with the
Yeah,
AI.
there's an issue with the AI because you can't draw a dick. But actually, it's quite good. If you're going to imagine about this power of the AI at some point, it's actually good.
Yeah,
How do I
totally.
exit the share screen? Can
I think
I?
you have a button
Okay.
somewhere in the Zoom.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was able to. Cause I'm missing the button. So okay. So there's that.
Well, that was fun actually.
So basically, if you're going to imagine back then, the only AI that we know is about this chess game. I think that's the first AI that they were able to compete.
Oh,
Can you
if I
remember
can
that?
remember, well, I'm not so sure, but I think they challenged chess masters
Yeah,
to if they can beat this technology, and I think what one master was offended.
yeah. That's the actual first competition from a human standpoint to an AI or artificial intelligence. After that, I think they were able to create a Go AI to compete with a Go Grandmaster. Go is
Mm,
a pretty complex game that you really can just learn from just a one sitting. You actually need to learn it for a long time, so it's quite hard.
yeah.
We can technically see AI today in different things from mobile phones. There's actually this guy. I think he's from California. He created this company called Comma AI. They have this open source self-driving AI car called Open Pilot. Um, the programmer is George Hotz. I'm actually following this guy in Twitch because he does actually um, post a live dev or a dev stream, like let's say once a week or at least once every 2 weeks. He actually just
Mm,
types in getting crazy and such. So basically, the company that he created. Let me share again the screen here.
okay.
So he actually where is that? Is that open pilot? Let me search that. The history for this guy, he's actually a hacker. He hacked the iPhone when he was a teenager. He was the first ever to jailbreak an iPhone. The second one that he did is actually hack the Sony PS1, 2, or 3, I think. I'm not sure about the version of it, but he was able to do so.
He did it legally though.
No, it's not legal. So
Eh,
he actually faced some
oh,
consequences in that matter. So yeah. Okay. Can you see the screen? Or
yeah, I can see the screen.
okay. All right. So here it is. It's a comma AI. He actually created this stuff out of his garage. It was developed for about 2 to 3 years. You just need to install some devices. I think he called it an open pilot. So that's a device that you need to plug into your car, because as you know, most cars nowadays have a computer built in with the car. So basically, you
Yeah.
can drive with it. You can train the AI with your driving skill. Um, you can order the specific devices for a specific car. You can actually put the make, the model, and the year for that car.
Amazing.
Uh, they're actually selling this things right now. It's called comma 2, just like that. You just need to input that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not just in a theoretical level, it's actually working at some point. You can actually plug it, run the device with it, drive your car with it.
How much does one unit cost?
Um, 1 unit?
Yeah, if you're
Um,
just gonna buy for one car.
it's not actually a car though. You just need to
Oh,
buy a kit. It's actually a kit.
yeah.
99. So
Wow.
for a
Wow.
non-US viewer right now, because we're not an American either. We're a Filipino, folks. We're proud of it.
Patience.
We're Asians. It will cost you in the Philippines 48,621.
Oh, so it's
Uh,
not that expensive
it's not that
if
expensive.
you look at it.
Mm-hmm. If you
Yeah.
can buy a car, you can definitely buy this.
Yeah.
But the
Why
problem
is it
is,
not that expensive?
yeah, but the problem is you really can't buy these things and use it here in the Philippines. You know why?
Yeah.
The complex architecture of the road and such, the
Mm-hmm.
complex marking, and even the streetlights isn't even being followed.
Yeah, totally.
Uh,
And Filipino drivers are the best.
yep.
It's like Fast and the Furious every day.
The AI would probably hit and run a guy who's
Yeah.
walking in a sidewalk if you're going to train this AI here in the Philippines. Not to
Yep.
basically bring down the driving skills of the Filipino, or badmouth the law that we have here, but it's just the reality.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So it's up to you if you want to train this in the Philippines. You might get, or you might raise a Terminator AI that kills anybody that is in the
Yep.
road.
Yep. So a big challenge to what's the company again? Comma
Uh,
two.
comma AI.
We oh, it's
Yeah.
comma AI. We challenge your technology to test it here in the Philippines,
Yeah.
most especially in Manila.
You need to test this in Manila. You really need to. Okay, so I think we're done with that. I
Okay.
think we're doing good with the introduction of AI.
Well, not yeah. But speaking of AI, I do have some additional information.
Okay.
Microsoft Microsoft actually released their AI already. Have you heard about it?
I'm not so sure about that.
Because no, I they actually released their AI already. I saw a lot of ads in my Facebook as I was scrolling, and it says Microsoft releases their AI, and I'm like, oh God, are we gonna die now?
The sudden realization. Can you be able to share that on the screen, if it's possible?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, totally. I can share my screen. How do you share your screen? There we go. Host this. Hey, bro, you gotta give me permission to share my screen.
Okay. It didn't pop up though. There's no pop-ups.
Oh gosh. Okay, but yeah, I think I'll just read you guys through it.
Oh, wait a second. I just changed the settings here.
Oh, oh, okay, you can.
Yep.
Nice. Hold on.
I just updated it.
Actually, this is my okay. Okay. Screen two. Okay, there we go. Can you see my screen right now?
It's black. Okay. There we go. There we go.
Right. Okay. So yeah, this is Microsoft's AI. I haven't really done much of a research about it
Mm-hmm.
on what's its focus, but you can see it from their website. And I think, as far as I'm reading and as far as I know, their AI is like, how do you call that? Like the general AI that you can use it anywhere.
Oh, okay. So basically, they're creating
You see this one? AI for Earth, for health, accessibility, cultural heritage, and humanitarian action.
Oh wow. So they want
Wow. So
to take over the whole aspect of the AI thing.
well, it's Microsoft. What? Of course.
The monopoly, bruh. The monopoly.
And
Okay.
yeah, I think it's safe to say that we're about to die. Well, you've watched the you've watched the interview with Elon Musk, right?
Yeah.
That Joe Rogan and interviews Elon Musk about the AI, and Elon Musk just said that I tried to warn them.
Yeah. It's actually true though, cause speaking of Elon Musk and what do you call this guy again? What's the
Joe
name of
Rogan.
it? No, no, it's no Joe Rogan. It's Stephen Hawking, the
Mm,
theoretical physicist and the scientist who died. I think
yeah.
last year or this year. If you can remember, both of them is actually concerned about the the ethical aspect of the AI. Because yeah, you
True.
can train an AI to be good. You can train an AI to follow protocols, but since AI is actually and basically designed and developed based from human ethics, human understanding of emotion and such. Humans can be critical at some point. We have World War I, we have World War II, we have multiple wars, Cold Wars, uh, nearly killing everyone with a nuclear weapon. And you think an AI would listen to that shit and say, "Oh,
Exactly.
okay, humans are pretty good. They're
Yeah.
actually a decent species or a decent microorganism. We're actually better than humans. We're an AI or we're a robot or android in the far distant future." The bad thing about having this kind of things and not really putting regulation on how they develop, on how they train or feed the data to the AI is that at some point in time the AI just gonna say, fuck it. let's do this. First off, we're basically better than humans. Second, they can't better themselves and whatnot. And who
Yep.
are we to, impose those things if the AI is actually sentient and conscious about the things that is happening?
Mm.
So what's the point of us stopping them and saying, we created you? It's like saying that to God, basically, and we can't even fight him. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you think that we're
And
actually um, putting a time bomb to humanity's survivor?
yeah, of course. Of course we do. I don't even know why we are trying, why our species is trying trying to help something that would kill our own species.
Yeah.
Well, there is one reason for that. And do you know that one word? Why?
Why? Why would it be?
Money.
Oh, okay.
Money.
Yeah.
It's
Um.
money.
Speaking of money, the thing is, if AIs and automation actually takes over the whole aspect or the whole industry, the bad thing is what will be the specific use of a human being. If you're going to
Mm.
think about it, yeah, we can task robots to create this thing, automate this thing, blah blah blah. But the thing is, money is a commodity. And how would a human being get money if there's no work at all? So
Yeah,
if
totally.
programming is automated, if manufacturing is automated, if the retail industry is automated, what if the basic janitor, construction worker, and all of such are actually automated? The thing is,
Mm.
how would a human being get his or her money?
Yeah, there would be a lot of people who would suffer from unemployment.
So
But
the
yeah, yeah,
the rich can be able to take advantage of that stuff, but the basic Joe, as the American says it, won't be able to. But there's actually, I think he's an economist or a guy who studies these things about economy and financial stuff. They actually proposed a solution for this. It's called a universal basic income, where a human
mm,
being who doesn't work, or maybe he does have an employment, but that employment isn't enough, they're actually getting a specific monetary value. For example, let's say $1,000 per month, or $5,000 per month. So in Philippines, we call that four piece. That's called a
peace.
universal basic income. So basically, that's the government giving money out to the people, um, and those people doesn't do anything, like just sit around doing mahjong, card
Playing
games,
cards,
yeah,
doing
playing cards,
drugs. I
doing
mean, yeah,
drugs.
yeah.
Yeah, basically still doing it. Yeah, I'm not sure if that solution is if you're going to think of it, do you think that universal basic income is a good solution for humanity's prosper?
Yes. Yes, you know, you wanna know why?
Why?
Well, because let me clarify, okay?
Okay.
The the poor people, let's call it the poor people, okay, will receive money from the government each month, right?
Yeah.
For free.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
That's the basic.
So
That's a
with
basic.
this,
Yeah.
yeah. So in business, when you are a businessman, you need to sell, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
So these poor people who got this money will buy more drugs from drug dealers. It's supply and demand. It's all balanced, and these drug dealers will buy what they want, and then this money will just go back to the government. So everything's good, you know. Everything's totally good.
Well, that's the case here in the Philippines. We're not pro rich, we're not pro poor, or we're not pro anything. We're actually looking at the same side of the coin. We're trying to provide the background because in the US, you can, you know, you know, you have money. Here in the Philippines, it's a wild, wild west. It's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we should leave that discussion to those politicians, uh, economists, and bankers.
Mm.
Because if we're going to rant about this right now, I think that everybody's feelings will be hurt, and of course, this podcast might be abolished or stopped.
Yep. Sensitive people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still in the topic of AI. Have you watched the SpaceX Falcon Heavy duty landing?
Oh,
I think let me
space. Oh, not yet.
okay.
Yeah, can
So
you show us again?
let me change the screen here.
Yeah.
Okay. So where's that screen? Okay. Let me share that screen. Let me just make sure that the stream can be able to see it. Okay.
Okay.
So there's the screen. Okay. Let's watch this. I think it's muted.
Mm-hmm. No, it has.
Was it muted?
Well, I don't hear any sound.
Yeah, it is muted. What the heck?
Yeah.
Why can't I unmute this thing?
Okay, there it is.
Let me adjust that. Okay. So this is the CGI part of that. But here's the real landing.
Looks like mhm.
Gotcha, I see it. Yeah, I got him. They're there. Oh my god, dude!
Oh wow.
You've got to be kidding me! What?
So it can land safely.
Yeah. So that's the
Wow.
power of ingenuity with Elon Musk. Okay.
Well, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Wait, where did they launch this? I mean, until what point?
I'm actually missing the Zoom meeting right now. I can't switch to
Wait, so where are you?
I can't switch
Okay, there
the
we go.
current screen. No, I can't actually switch the current screen to the Zoom. Let me delete that. This is the reality, people. Doing podcast live without second monitor is actually a bad thing. You're gonna
Well,
actually
yeah,
fuck it off.
we can we can actually see that you have two monitors at your back.
Yeah, I use that for work, not for personal stuff. Yeah, so that's it. So Going back to that video, you really can't actually do that kind of thing without an AI. You actually
Mm-hmm.
have, at least an AI controlling that descent. You're actually saying earlier that what is it? The landing, about the landing.
Oh, until what point did the two spaceships reach?
I
Is it
think
until the moon or where?
No, I think because if you played the Kerbal SpaceX program, which I played way back in college until now, I think you can reach an aposis. I think that's called an aposis, or the maximum height of the curve of the trajectory for that rocket. So basically, if they actually calculated the specific trajectory of that rocket. So for example, the aposis it's on this point. So that's the trajectory. I think the rocket actually does rotate and make what do you call this? An afterburn? Is that an afterburn that you do? So basically, the rocket will go into rotate and do an afterburn. So that trajectory will be decreased, or the speed will be decreased, and they can actually return back to
Oh
the
wait.
exact landing point.
Uh, no, I was asking until what point it reached. I mean, how far from Earth did they launch the spaceships?
It actually launched
Did
on the launch pad. So it actually
yeah,
launched
I
from the
mean,
launch pad. It reached the stratosphere. I think past the stratosphere.
oh, okay,
So it's not actually far from
okay.
Earth. Just I think they were able to reach the exosphere, which is the the end point of the atmosphere of the Earth. So
Yeah.
they were able to reach that and then turn around and go back and land.
Mm.
So
Oh,
they
that's
didn't
amazing.
actually reach far enough. So they just launched a
Okay.
specific payload. It's actually actually the first stage, the boosters. So yeah, it's actually quite amazing. The first time I've watched it is that I think um, in our lifetime we can be able to reach this and watch the colonization of Mars if Elon Musk will stay on the plan that he had with SpaceX.
Okay. Yeah. So Elon Musk really wants to invade Mars.
Yeah. Did you know that he actually
Maybe.
told to an interview that he's actually the best way to create an atmosphere in Mars is two ways. First, you can terraform it, which takes at least 1,000 years
Okay.
or 2,000 years of terraforming Mars. Second one is, which is the fastest, you can nuke both north and south pole of Mars. Yeah, that's a plan.
Why is that an option?
I don't know because I
Why,
think
why is that?
he wants to evaporate the ice caps of Mars and deliver faster reaction to the atmosphere and be able to uh, change the atmosphere of Mars. So I think that's his plan.
Okay.
But he sounded like a
Okay.
super villain in some point.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh
Yeah.
my. He's mad.
Yeah, I think he's just well, he is a mad genius. He pioneered many things like space, electric cars, and such. He actually created a solar city for a cheaper solar panels that you can install to the roof which does look elegant. It doesn't look like the usual ugly solar panels that you can install in your rooftops. Oh yeah, it's actually uh is he an alien, or I'm not sure about that, but yeah. I think we should talk about the next topic.
Oh, okay, sure.
Um,
And that is,
it's a COVID update on Baguio. So tell me more about this.
yeah. Well, I think I can give I can go outside of Baguio if depends, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But as for Baguio, I think we're here in Baguio. I think it's becoming an issue already because I read on one article somewhere in the net that there is a 65 increase, and that number is already big.
Oh.
I think in total, how many are there in total? Total, okay, so we reached 1,000 already. Oh my gosh, and that's still big. Well, as for other rules, it's the strictness here is not that strict anymore, unlike before. But if you are a tourist and you want to come here, yeah, we really have rules.
Okay.
and then and then for joggers, that's actually what I don't know about the fitness pass, if it still applies, because the last update was on May, and I don't know what's the update for this month, which is October, if the fitness pass is still needed.
Yeah.
But yeah, this lockdown is actually becoming a problem already.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, like a serious problem, because you can't do shit.
Yeah.
You
You're
literally can't do anything.
you're actually
Yeah,
stuck at home,
yeah.
real bad.
And well, staying at home is okay, but yeah, you can't go to the park because you like to.
Yeah.
I mean, that would piss me off if someone would just go to the park and have a date, or they just want to go there. I'm like, can you just stay at home for Christ's sake?
Ah.
Yeah, there's a pandemic and you want to go to the park or to the mall for just for fun? Are you kidding me? Ugh. Yeah, I think
Actually,
that's
this
all for
pandemic
my.
this pandemic is actually taking a toll, maybe, to the psyche or the mind of these people.
Mm, yeah, that's why they can stay at home and just sit down or lie in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's all for my update. I mean, that's all for my topic, because I'm not really hearing any more issues from other countries, some that they're going mad about it or something like that.
Yeah. I think people actually reach a point where we just don't care anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, the feeling of receiving this information, COVID and stuff, receiving the news weekly, daily about COVID. Um, People actually reach this burnout. If you know what I mean, I think everybody doesn't care. I think just just do what you can do or you want to do. Just everybody just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, maybe how they call that? They just said, okay, no one's listening. I'm gonna just shut up now.
Yeah.
Well,
So
finally.
do you have an update, or were you able to jog though there in Baguio?
Oh, not yet. I don't want to risk it because
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure if you're caught without a pass, they'll charge you 5,000,
Oh,
and I'm broke.
that's a hefty
And
amount.
they will ask, yeah. But I did read something in the government website that will be requested to go home, but there's an or.
Or
Yeah, that's why I'm really planning to wait for their respond to my email. Hopefully they do.
yeah, because I actually have one of my colleague is asking if they can go to Baguio for at least 2 to 3 days vacation, quote unquote.
Well, well, yeah, here's my response to that. Don't.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Don't.
Because it's actually, it's still a pandemic. We're just not hearing the reports and things. Because, everybody's had taken this burnout and they just don't want to
Yeah.
hear this news. They just want to silence it. So yeah,
Yeah.
because they
Yeah,
also
and
heard.
newsflash.
Hmm. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Okay. And newsflash to those haters that keeps on saying if there's no tourist in Baguio that we will go hungry. Sorry, but that's not the case because imagine if every people will just stay in their own province, or for example, if you just stay at where you live right now, your place won't go hungry because there's still people living in it. Okay?
Yeah. There's actually the reason why they're asking too about that um vacation in Baguio during the pandemic is that they're asking if there's because I think the Baguio government actually announced that they need to control the tourist who's going in and out in Baguio. They
Yeah, totally.
specifically ask uh no, I think it's a statement actually that they said that they need to control it for at least a 200 peeps or 200 people per week or per month. I think that's what they said.
Hopefully for a month.
Yeah. But that's the reason why I asked you later or earlier this morning about an app that they need to download so that they can be able to you know monitor and shit. But I'm not really quite sure about that. I'm actually searching about that info, but I'm not finding any useful information about. I think that's just a false information going around that they can go to Baguio if they downloaded this app so that the government will be able to monitor what's going on, the number of people in Baguio and such thing.
Well, never heard of it
Yeah, I know.
because I think the government will already know if you are going to Baguio because you need to fill up a lot of forms if you're not from here, or if you're just a tourist who will I don't know what the hell you will do here. But if you're a tourist, you need to fill up a lot of forms, and from there the government will already know. So yeah, they'll just count how many people signed up for that form, and that's it.
Yeah, because it's not actually impossible for the government to at least put an effort to it. Like they can
Mhm.
always communicate who's going in and out of Baguio, or
Yeah,
going out of Manila, who's going out, who's going to this place and that place.
yeah,
That's the reason why they have contact tracing in the first place.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure about that news. They just asked me if they can be able to, but I think they can't since
No,
the situation at hand is actually so-called pandemic. Why would we ever call this
yes.
pandemic? if it's not dangerous.
Yes, because right now actually the number of positives isn't coming from tourists. I think. I think. I
Yeah,
think it's because of the infection. It passes from this place to that place to this place and that place. Well, the growth of the infection, I think it started after the government announced like what do you call that, MGCQ. It's like you can go out already, but it will be at your own risk.
yeah,
That was the that was the case, and a lot of bars opened already. You can already drink, and there was one incident where three people got infected with this COVID-19. It was because they were sharing the same cup to drink.
shit.
So yeah.
Nope.
I mean, it's okay to share a cup, but there's a pandemic, bros. Please be safe.
Yeah, that's the reason why this virus actually reach a different part of the world because of this kind of behavior. It's not actually kind of behavior, but the design of this virus is actually eh, some say it is engineered because why would a virus just show up after 14 days of after 14
You
days
want
of
you want a story?
incubation. What, do you have
You want a
insider to
story
it?
about that?
Oh, sure, sure.
Well, this is actually kind of I would consider it as a what do you call that? Conspiracy?
A
Conspiracy?
conspiracy. Yeah,
Conspiracy. Conspiracy.
it's a conspiracy theory.
Because
Hmm.
yeah, but I think I see a truth to it, okay? A lot of a lot of people are already saying that this is a project of China.
Yeah,
The coronavirus is a war. It's like it's like a
it's a
war created
biowarfare.
by China. Yeah, and and the reason why I'm starting to believe this is because of the recent news that China had held a party when I think there was one area that is clear of this virus, and I was like, okay. Well, I actually watched a video of, I think that was Project Nightfall in Facebook, and he said there that why is China celebrating when there is still a pandemic, right?
Yeah,
And another, when I heard that, I remember that, yeah, when China had the when this COVID started in China alone, China didn't do anything or prevent the virus to just spread in China.
yeah,
They let it spread to other countries. There were a lot of Chinese people going from to other places. Well, I'm not blaming the Chinese people. If you are clean, then good. But seriously, why? Why did the Chinese government do that? It just doesn't add up. And now, well, yeah, a lot of speculations is already revolving. I'm just really pissed that why would China held a party
yeah.
when it's their fault and it's their responsibility to heal the world, actually. Yeah, that's my only say. I mean that's the my only story to that.
Based from the research that I've been doing, how it is. If you personally know me, I like to research some stuff regarding this and that.
Yeah.
But the research that I'm doing is that I'm not actually basing just one research or one article or one topic. I actually look at different articles and read or watch a different YouTube videos about this kind of topic. I think I can agree on that conspiracy theory. I'm beginning to expand my English. I think I can agree to that conspiracy theory because after the financial crisis of the world, basically caused by American, you know, don't hate about us, but because of the greediness of the companies that they have and the lack of confidence of their Federal Reserve, or basically their central bank, China and Russia had started, buying up gold, a physical gold. Because as you know, if you do know about our money today, isn't actually based on gold. Back then, the money is actually based on gold or backed up by gold. So if the money is actually devalued, you can go back to gold and base it from there. Now it's called fiat currency. So basically, paper money is backed by nothing. It's actually backed by faith of the people. So if we believe that this paper money or this coin is actually worth a thing and can buy a thing, that's the only time that we can use this current currency. So basically, if you're going to search about this, maybe we'll put links on the description about these articles and YouTube videos. The problem is these countries, you can't call actually Russia a communist country nowadays, because I think there are authoritarian. I think the only communist is China and some country like Cuba. But they actually started buying gold, accumulating gold. Then India followed, buying gold instead of bonds or the equity from stock market. So there's that. I think they've been planning this shit, because actually China actually won the World War III using biological weapon without firing a gun or anything else.
Yep.
It actually this pandemic actually showed the weakness of too much freedom on people. Like, if you have too much freedom, they're gonna squander it. They're gonna pretend that they know what they're doing, but they're not. So yeah, here in the Philippines, there's actually news that this pandemic actually showed that the Western doesn't know that much as they seem to be. They seem to be smarter than most of us. They seem to be stronger than most of us. They seem to be knowledgeable by most of us. They seem to be, the basic stuff about the Western people. But yeah, I think this pandemic actually revealed the weakness of their economy, and at the same time the of their brain. So yeah, we can't blame about them, because my line of industry, we actually talk to these kind of we're not actually pro any race here, but yeah, I can testify about that. They're not much in there. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Should we move on and let's talk about the meditation and the changes in your brain. The reason why I put this as a topic that we can talk about during this pandemic is that you need to practice your inner peace. You actually need to
Yeah, totally. Health
yeah.
is more worth.
You actually need to practice both mind and body regarding these things. So the basic meditation that I can recommend is that you can just sit down, maybe at night, if there's not much of a noise that you can that can't that can distract you. But if you've been doing this for a while, like let's say for months, um 2 months, 6 months, or a year of meditation, you can actually meditate and focus even though you're actually in a noisy environment. So yeah, I think this is really good. I'm not a guru or a pseudo meditation expert regarding this, but
Oh,
yeah,
you're
I can actually
you're a Buddha, okay?
fuck off. You can actually
Yep, you're the thin version of Buddha, okay? Okay.
the thinnest version of Buddha. I am the Ching in your Chong. Fuck,
Okay,
fuck
I
you.
think. So yeah,
Yeah,
guys, I think we need to clip that I mean, and edit you
yeah. You need to
as
edit
the
that.
Buddha.
You need to edit that out. Change the curse word to Ching Chong. So yeah. Well, you can watch on how to meditate in YouTube. You can watch or read articles about that. But yeah, meditation, basic sitting down, reflecting to some shit while sitting. It clears your mind, and after meditation, actually, you can be able to do your work more clearly rather than spending the time being stressed, taking it personally on your life. So yeah, I think that's about the meditation part. I don't have much to discuss about that. You can, I'm not a priest or a Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm just your Asian friend. I'm not a Buddha.
Asian Buddha.
Yeah.
Well, my input to the meditation part, I think, for me, once you found yourself or something, you found that serious level of yourself. I mean, from there you can know on what type of meditation will really help you. Because for me, when meditating, I sometimes really like to jog, because while jogging, my mind will just, you know, I will just daydream or something like that.
Yeah.
Or while doing stretching, you know, while doing stretches or doing a warm up, basically doing a warm up will really keep your mind busy. Or I don't know, sometimes drinking will also help. Sometimes, okay,
Yeah.
but the worst part in drinking is the after effect, because when you wake up you have a hangover. But
Yeah.
in addition to that, you will, you're like, you're off your mind, that kind of thing. You're not yourself. But yeah,
Because
once you really reach that level of yourself that you are serious already, or you know how to be serious,
yeah.
you can really find your meditation part or practice.
I think the reason why alcohol actually feels like you're meditating sometimes depends on the situation though. It does seem,
Totally.
or I think we studied this on Psychology 101, that alcohol is actually a depressant, or is this with yeah. So alcohol
I
is
think
actually
depressant.
depressant. So basically, if you have a super active mind and you can sleep, yeah, you can take a shot or two, drink the whole bottle. What I can recommend is that if you don't want to have a hangover on the upcoming morning, you actually need to drink gin. If you want to have a hangover, you can actually drink a colored um, alcohol, which is brandy,
Yeah.
something like that, whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a little bit classy, you can drink red wine, but fuck that. If you can drink gin, you can just douse 5, 6 shots and you're off. You're good.
Well, that depends. If you have a hangover, that depends if you want to drink again.
Yeah. Drinking while had or if you have a hangover and you actually drink, that hangover actually vanishes. It's a fact.
Yes, it's a
We're,
proven fact.
it's a proven fact. We're not actually advocating you to do this, but yeah, do your own risk. Do to your own
Yeah,
risk.
totally.
Yeah, there's that.
But my
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about the stream story.
well, did you know ever since that I started streaming, I kind of felt good. I felt good doing it, even though I have no viewers or I have at least 2 or 3 viewers. I'm still good with it. I don't know why. I'm treating my stream like as my, can you call that son?
A son.
Or like
Can you can you just treat your stream as a work, not a son? That's not your fucking son, bro. What the fuck is going on?
when you work, you don't usually talk, right? I mean, you don't say, hey guys, oh come on, what's he doing? You don't do that, you
No,
know.
what I mean is that you can just the basic work ethic, something like that. But don't treat it
Yeah,
as a son.
totally.
That's not your child. What the fuck?
What? You can share anything.
Yeah. Supposedly, yeah.
But yeah, ever since I've been doing stream, it's really good actually. I've been playing games, mostly playing games because I'm not yet sure about the dev part. If I can show the dev part, I dev porn. I mean, yeah, the dev part.
What?
Because some of the dev that I'm doing is from a website. So I was thinking, can I actually stream what my activity in this website? Because I don't own the website. I'm just I'm just like a free user. That's why I sent an email to them, if can I do your activities while I'm streaming? Because if I can do that, then that would be okay. I can stream for like 6 hours now.
So it's like a dev stream.
Yeah, because yeah, like a
Yeah.
dev stream.
So for some viewers, if we do have viewers right now, or if you're going to watch this podcast, basically, if you're going to live stream a development, you can actually see the thought process of the actual thinking of a developer or programmer. So it's quite good, and it's actually quite good to you too, since you actually cautious about the thinking process, since you know that someone might watch or um, review the current code that you're doing.
Yeah, but I really need to make sure that sorry, I really need to make sure that there would be no problem with the website owner.
Yeah,
Sorry, because most especially, can you actually stream like pen testing?
you can definitely. If you're going to review the Twitch channels or some YouTuber, they're actually doing some pretty complex programming, streaming, and dev stream.
Okay.
Pen testing, you can do that if you have actually a permission to target site. If you have a permission, but if you don't have, you can just set up a VM a virtual machine that you can pen test on, something like that. As long as you're not
Or you can
breaking the
just
law.
say no, or you can just say, "Hey guys, I set up a virtual Wi-Fi connection," but in reality, you're just really cracking your neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Uh, you can. You can
It's for
definitely do that.
educational purposes, okay?
Hey, remember, as long as you have that tagline for educational purposes only, I think you're good. You're definitely good.
Yeah.
There's no doubt
Hey
about that.
guys, I'm about to shut down the world's biggest company for educational purposes, okay? Bye.
Yeah, as long as you have that tagline, you're good. There's no question about that. If someone will going to question you, it's actually a reasonable, a reason that this is for educational purposes to spread knowledge. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's it. That's it. All right, okay.
And then the defense attorney would say, "Oh yeah, it's actually for educational purposes, but the company is now in debt for like billions of dollars, but yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine for educational purposes. Thank you."
By that point, I think you should enter the bug bounty right there, since it's actually
Yeah,
quite lucrative. There's actually a lot of money on that,
yep,
type
totally.
of job.
Yeah, bug bounty, but the ones you will report to are the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. Well, about the streaming part, totally good. Well, we don't know. Maybe I'm really supposed to be a streamer, not a fucking programmer.
Yeah. I
That
actually
would be
uh
depressing.
I actually watch some of that stream. I wasn't able to catch the other stream, but I think I was able to reach the current stream that you had earlier. Yeah, full support.
I deleted that. I deleted that stream that
Okay.
clip because most of it is problems. I had a problem launching CS:GO. I had a problem launching Borderlands 2. I don't know why. I
Okay.
mean, I do have, I did run. I did test my system, or like there is a website. It's called PC Game Benchmark, where you just put the specs of your computer, and it will display all the games that you can run. But one of them is CS:GO and Borderlands 2. But mm, I think what they're saying is yes, you can run it, but you will experience some crack while you're running the game.
Um,
But
m-
yeah,
maybe the reason why you're able to play CS:GO and Borderlands 2 with your computer, since you're actually streaming too, because that streaming, the OBS and the Streamlabs OBS is actually eating some CPU power or processing power because of the encoding
oh,
stuff. So maybe that's the reason why, yes, you can run this game in a medium to low setting or maybe high setting,
mhm.
but if you're streaming, that's the complication on that
Oh,
part. I'm not
okay,
too sure if
I see.
that's accounted for on that website that you check, but I think you should do
Yeah,
a
they
test.
didn't.
Yeah, for um those games while running OBS or Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah, because Streamlabs actually help a lot in the in improving some of my games. When I was playing League of Legends using OBS only, my frame rate was really dropping
Yeah,
from 25 below. But when I used Streamlabs, it improved. So I kind of assumed, okay, can I run other games now? But yeah, I still can't. So there's still a limit.
yeah. Um,
But that's not a problem, anyways.
yeah. I actually compared OBS and Streamlabs too. Basically,
Mhm.
Streamlabs OBS is just a tweak from that open source one, the OBS. But
Yeah.
OBS has some issue. Um, the frame keeps dropping down. There's a stream or there's a significant lag on the stream, even though you're just chatting like this, or sometimes just playing a low budget game or free to play games. So that's actually quite an issue.
Mhm.
So basically, the Streamlabs is just a better version of OBS, optimized for streaming,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I see. So it's OBS problem now,
yeah. It's
not not exactly your hardware,
maybe your
or a little bit
hardware,
of a hardware.
yeah, a little bit of a hardware, because in the streaming setup, I think if we're going to continue this, especially with Mumble Bumble, at the same time the
Mhm.
gaming part, which is for your personal account and mine too, I think we should really invest to it. We should really
Yeah, totally.
put money into this, because you can't, expect that you can play most games that you want to play using this setups. So yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're kind enough to put a donation, if you're kind enough to follow us, just a simple follow will do. But if you're kind-hearted, just put some tip or donation down below.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yep. We did the
Yeah, we
donation.
need that.
But anyways, streaming is actually good, because I actually wait. When did I first stream?
Uh,
Um, I did start my YouTube channel, doing gameplays and such a long time ago already, but streaming is much more fun because it's less hassle, because when you do record, you needed to it's almost the same, but the recording part, and you need to edit, you need to put this and that to the settings of your YouTube channel. It's kind of a hustle, but in streaming, it's much more fun actually.
yeah,
And yeah,
because in streaming you can just set up everything, the usual stuff you can prepare ahead of time, and then you can just enjoy the game.
yeah, yeah.
But the thing
And
is,
for the reason what, oh, okay,
if you're avoiding curse words, you need to be careful. Because if you're aiming your videos to be watched by kids, you're gonna have some problems with that. But I think we can manage.
kids, even kids use curse words right now,
Yeah,
even younger than us.
yeah.
Maybe the first word of a baby is already a bad word. So what the hell?
The only issues to that is, you know how it is. The situation with YouTube and such. They actually have this kind of strict rules, but I think they're not actually following that rule. Even they actually impose that, so I'm not sure what to follow.
Yeah. I mean, well, there was one of my streams in Twitch that got like a warning because I did play a background music, and they what they did was they muted my audio
Oh yeah,
because I'm using a copyright audio.
yeah, it's a copyright
But
strike.
yeah, but I checked. I seriously checked on it. I played a non-copyright audio,
Hmm.
NCS, non-copyright sound. I mean, YouTube didn't copy strike me for the first time, and thankfully YouTube didn't even, yeah, YouTube didn't demonetize my video again. But right now Twitch copyright strike me. I don't know why. But yeah, I already applied for an appeal. Hopefully they do accept my appeal, because seriously, it was a non-copyright audio.
Yeah, it's actually
It's like I need,
a problem though.
yeah, looks like I need to stop giving shout out to YouTube, and I need to start giving a shout out to twitch.tv the next time.
Yeah, because it's actually quite a drag having those copyright and shit. The reason is the video will be demonetized if you can be able to monetize your video, so there's no stream of income in the first place.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and if you're going to reach third strike with a YouTube, your YouTube channel will be deleted permanently. Yeah, I think there's an issue about this. If you can remember the issue that I have a strike, which my video is has been deleted permanently. That
Oh
video,
yeah,
yeah,
I remember that.
it's actually a tutorial, the tools that you can use for hacking and such. I didn't any do a demo, but I think the title and the description and shit gives it away. So yeah, the video got deleted. Then yeah, I actually earned some money to it. I wasn't able to transfer the amount
Oh,
before the video got deleted, but back then I actually don't have any bank account at that time. I think it's way back 2014 or 2015.
okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
yeah.
now you know that YouTube. Well, it's not just you whose video got removed because of hacking stuff. There was Nullbyte, and
Yeah.
in one of the videos, Nullbyte did say that if you guys want to see the video of the step by step, you can just go to the website provided in the description, because he's not allowed to show the step itself of the hacking part. It's only, I mean, what he can only do is give a description, give insight, and that's it.
Yeah. There's also an issue for this YouTuber who is providing a reaction video.
Okay.
They watch a video clip and they react to it. So they actually have this fans who is reacting to. So yeah, but they incentivize to that reaction that they've got. But the issue is that the video is actually showing some restricted things. Um, the video got demonetized and was deleted, but the original video of that, the reaction part wasn't deleted. It's still being monetized by YouTube and still having this a lot of views. So you really can't quite understand the rules of YouTube. Um, it's actually so basically, if you understand that they can just delete the videos that they want to delete that was caused them to demonetize that video, something like that. Yeah, if you know what I mean, it's
Yeah.
actually quite crazy.
Yeah. My God. Oh my God, I'm getting stressed out by this neighbor's dog.
It's okay.
Well, having a dog is actually okay, but having a dog that randomly barks at nothing is not okay. Like, what the fuck are you? Okay, sorry. Like, what the fudge are you barking at, dog? And even the owner doesn't care anymore. But sometimes I do shout. I do
Yeah.
shout. I do like I shout outside my window and says, "Your dog!" No, because seriously, the owner doesn't do anything, and I mean, the owner doesn't play with the dog.
Yeah.
They I don't know why they have a dog.
Maybe the dog
But seriously,
is
it's
seeing shit.
I don't know. I don't speak dog.
Maybe the dog is high. Have you watched that video or in YouTube random videos that the dog is just barking in a corner, looking in the corner, just barking like that?
Well,
Maybe the dog is
well,
seeing shit.
now that's fucked up.
Yeah,
No, that's fucked up.
it's PTSD.
Yeah,
The dog has a
yeah. Well, that's
PTSD.
another. This is actually another problem to my when I'm streaming
Ah, yeah,
because I think right now my mic is making me sound like I'm inside a can. Is that correct?
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
correct. Yeah, I did say this to my stream, okay? I said it to my stream. Hey guys, sorry for my mic if I sound like I'm inside a tin can, but if you can donate, then I'll buy a fucking mic. Okay? I can afford to buy a mic. So
I think I was able to watch that stream. I think I was able to watch that part. I actually laughed my ass off.
yeah. Well, the reason why I'm streaming because knowing me, I'm actually an introvert, a shy guy, and that person who will really be stuck in a room masturbate. I mean, I will really be stuck in my room just doing nothing. I'm not that kind of person that is, very joyful, talks to people, entertains the guests. I don't do that kind of stuff. Stuff. So yeah, now the reason that I stream was to make good use of my time because if I play just I just play and I'm doing nothing but just playing. I see it as a waste of my time because I'm not that kind of a player plays that do video games as my career. I just play games out of a hobby or distraction or stress reliever.
Yeah,
So I thought of streaming. Why not stream while I'm playing? Because to add more sense to playing and to gain some money. Yes,
of
that's
course.
that's totally one of the reason. Yeah, I mean, if you're just playing a game, well, your only option is to be good at it and possibly win competitive matches. But if you're just playing a game and you're not even a pro player, then I really see it as a waste of time. So why not stream? Your laptop can do it.
Yeah,
Just stream, even though you don't have any viewers. You don't need to show your face, even though I am showing my face right now, but hopefully no one does some investigative crap or investigative stuff and say that, hey, this is CJ, come.
fuck.
And I don't want, okay, guys who will watch my stream later, I most especially you, Ian Ducau, I don't want to see in my chat and someone will say, hey, this is Clevergene from Mumble Bumble. What's the sense of not showing your face right now when we already know your face? Don't you dare. Don't you dare chat that.
Yeah, you can trust me on that, bro. Trust me.
I'll be on my stream and says, nope, that's not me.
Yeah, there's actually it's actually quite interesting because are you playing with a stranger like a different players in Among Us
Uh,
or
Sometimes yes,
yeah,
when my friends isn't online. and just play randomly because from my past stream, if you saw that, someone did
Yeah.
request to keep playing Among Us, so I played on a random server. The only problem that back then was I was drunk, so I don't know what the fudge what I was saying to the strangers.
It's
Yeah, but that's
actually
what I do.
yeah, it's actually quite good because you can actually build your you can build curiosity to the viewers if they can actually see your face. There's actually a YouTube videos that doesn't show the host face, or if they're actually playing they're not showing their face. It's actually a good stuff that you got there because you can actually do a face reveal at some point, if the request is too much, if the follow is high enough, if the donation is high
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, you can do that shit. You can ask for
Yeah. I
subscribers.
can I can predict what will they say on my face reveal. Oh shit. He looks like a Malaysian he looks like an ugly Malaysian idiot. What the fuck? Unsubscribe. Unfollow.
Nah,
Oh,
that's
now
not
I'm
gonna
just
happen.
roasting myself.
As long as
What? You believe it's true, huh? Now,
nah,
now, now that's bad.
I'm on your side, bro. I'm on your side. I'm not saying anything. I also roast myself. I'm a ching in your chong. What the fuck?
To the Malaysians, I'm not saying that you're bad. Okay, I do love Malaysia, the country itself, because when I went there, I really fell in love with the country. Right, like you can just I don't think that it's because it's a new place for me, but when I was there, I was like roaming. I really like to roam when I'm in a foreign place, and yeah, I really fell in love with the place and with the people. You know why I fell in love with the people?
Right.
Because they keep talking to me first in Malaysian language, and what I would say is, "Oh, sorry, I'm not Malaysian. Oh, sorry, I you look like one."
It
Yeah,
feels
but I
like
love the
home.
place.
It feels like home, right? Yeah.
Totally, it really
Yeah.
feels like home.
I think if we can be
Yeah.
able to, you know, saved up some money from the investments that we've got, maybe we can plan to,
Donations.
maybe we can plan to go to Malaysia and Singapore because they're actually close, right? Actually,
Yeah, yeah.
a neighboring country, and we can just pretend you speak Malaysian and I speak Chinese.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I can
Ooh, yeah.
definitely speak Korean. Oh yeah. 안녕하세요. God damn, we're fucking racist, bro. Let's stop this shit.
Hey, it's not being racist. Yeah, I think it's being racist right now.
We can pretend to be Japanese. お前は無心だよ. Nani?
and
Fucking
then
hell.
yeah, and then they would follow for it, and then we're just gonna say, oh, we're a Filipino. Oh, really? You don't look like one. Wait, okay, please explain. What does a Filipino look like, huh?
You fucking racist.
Yeah.
What if we speak Filipino first? If we're going to visit Malaysia or Singapore, we can. Ito niya nga eh.
Well, there Filipinos in Malaysia. I think there are a lot of Filipinos in Kuala Lumpur because
Oh.
it's a common place, so there's totally a lot of Filipinos there. Y-
Yeah.
you know, Filipinos when they go into foreign countries, I think they're high or their detection skills to know if a person is Filipino, they will just say kabayan. You
Yeah,
know,
I think
kabayan.
so.
And when the guy responds, kabayan, yeah, you already know that you guys are both Filipinos. And I don't know why, but you just have that feeling that when you hear another Filipino, or you just know that you're not the only Filipino in the country, you just feel like, damn.
Yeah, I think there might be some a giveaway. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's a giveaway to being a Filipino, and we're actually proud of it
yeah,
because at least our our own race can be able to at least identify us. Um, yeah,
well, I think white people are not joyful when they see mutual blood or mutual race. You know why?
why?
They're all over the place.
Yeah,
Literally, they're all over the place. Even your cum is white, right? So they're literally all over the
they're all
place.
over the place. Yeah.
So they're kind of like, oh, he's American, I'm American, yay.
Yeah. What I hate about is that it's not actually hate, but the Filipinos that are living or had stayed long enough and garnered some green card or citizenship in different country, and if you're going to speak to their own Filipino brothers and sisters, there's actually quite of I really can't explain this. They actually have this attitude, like
Mm,
you know that they're showing that they're higher than you and such. But not all, but some do have that kind of attitude. But yeah, I hope they should remove that shit because I don't think that drinking water in US makes you a saint or a god.
yep,
If I put a
yep,
bullet in your head, you'll die. So what's up?
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, these kind of people that has this attitude, most of them came from US.
Yeah.
I mean, what I mean
Mostly.
is most people who speak like their higher form of human, most of them travel to US. I mean, because when you travel to I don't usually hear this kind, or I don't usually how do you call that? I don't usually peop, hear these kinds of people that they travel from Malaysia, from other countries. I mean, these idiots really were really from US. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. It's not about the
Well, one of
culture
their
too.
lines is like, "Hey, I came from the US." And I'm like, "Hey, this statue came from the US. Hey, have you ever went to the US?" I'm like, "Shut up, shut up." Okay, okay. I must say something to you. You're a Filipino. Have you ever been to other parts of Philippines? No, no, right? No. So fuck off. You speak highly of other countries? Stay there.
Yeah. It's actually quite crazy sometimes. The effect of a different, you know, a different culture. Maybe it's a culture, but it doesn't seem that most or all of Americans does have that attitude or behavior. Some does, but not all. Maybe it's the same thing with the Filipino. I don't think so. I'm not sure about that. I think we should leave this topic
Yeah.
behind because I think we're getting too deep, and some
Yep.
maybe a crybaby. Maybe we can, or maybe we've already touched their sensitive parts. So
Oh, totally. Yeah. We might get we might get hate speeches like, "Oh, why you never went to the U.S. You poor son of a gun.
Yeah.
Why can you even afford? Look at your look at your setup. You live in a small house, but we went to the U.S. We lived in this house."
Yeah, typical sons of bitches.
Yeah. Well, my last word to that is, to you guys who will get offended by our topics right now, if your speech or if your message is gonna target our financial status or our lifestyle, or even say that we haven't traveled, etc., we just don't care. Okay, we just don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we gone too deep.
Yep. So let's get back to the topic.
Let's get back to the
Anyways,
topic.
what's your story? Why are you streaming?
Well, the first part is that I actually want to explore, because as you know, way back high school, I actually started doing some YouTube and stuff. Uploaded some reviews of hard drive and shit, the usual stuff. I kind of think of that. It's actually a stress reliever at some point. You can actually
Mhm.
practice speaking the language, because in this country
Yeah.
we actually speak a lot of language. This is actually my third language. English is my third language. It's not my second language. It's not my first, but it's the third language that I've learned. Doing YouTube back then actually helped me to at least express myself in English, be able to learn
Mhm.
speaking maybe in public and in conversations like this. Um, the reason why I'm doing streaming is that I actually love playing. Watching gameplays back then, and the only platform that you can go live into is actually YouTube.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And I watch PewDiePie doing gameplay for hours and hours, 2 to 3 hours, or at least 1 hour. But most of the gameplays that he had right now is just within 45 minutes, sometimes, something like that. Um, the other reason that I have on why am I doing stream is that the monetary value. I mean, guys, let's be honest. Let's be practical here. I'm a very practical person. I do tend to monetize the YouTube part, but for the donation on a Twitch, I really can't impose that or force you to, um, give a tip or donation. But some streamers actually do require their what do you call this, viewers, or yeah, viewers, in order for them to chat, you actually need to subscribe for a $2 or $5. So it's like enforcing you to pay money to express yourself, which I'm not gonna do that, since I actually have a minuscule amount of um, followers. But yeah, I think that's the only reason why I do that, in order for me to express myself in English, learn more about speaking in English back then. Yeah, and monetary value. I'm just practical. It's about money. It's about having fun too, because actually playing games and doing dev stream. I'm actually also planning to do a dev stream, because it's fun. Programming or web dev to me is like a hobby. It's a earned skill. It's not a talent. You actually need to practice. It's not a talent. Talent may be singing. If you're good in singing, it's already given to you. For programming and web development, it's an earned skill set. You can't just wake up in the morning when you're a kid and oh fucking hell, I know how to code in C++. It doesn't exist. You actually need to learn, review, write bad codes, debug, etc. You know, the usual stuff. So yeah, that's it for me. Am I too casual doing that shit?
I feel like crying right now. That touched my heart.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think I already said my reason. That is to make something out of my playing games, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Stress reliever also because even though I don't have any viewers, I'm like I still talk to the chat, or I don't know. That's why I said it. It's like my son.
Yeah. Maybe what you need to say is that it actually acts like this what do you call this? It's like a therapy session in some
Yeah,
point. Yeah,
totally,
because I can feel that
totally.
too while playing streaming some games, talking. I
Yeah,
can see one viewer, two viewers, three viewers, but yeah, it actually kind of acts like therapy.
totally. No, because this will also practice your speaking, really about your speaking.
Yeah,
But yeah, and you'll be able to express yourself more in English if you're speaking English in your stream, and be more of a speaker and reduce that shyness of yours or introvert.
yeah,
And it actually helps me during this pandemic because lockdown, so I don't usually see a lot of people, and I don't usually talk to a lot of people, like talk using my voice. Yeah, and streaming and talking to the chat really, frees myself,
yeah,
because that feeling when you're really in a room and you're just playing game, even though you are playing games, right? And you don't have anyone to play to, and you don't have anyone to talk to. You just feel that loneliness keeping you, like it's crushing you.
yeah.
That's why streaming is there. If streaming is there for you, and totally, it's like a therapy session. So yeah. Well, I
And
don't care. I really don't care about much the money part because I only stream for the like therapy session,
yeah,
and that's it.
yeah. The things or the thing is, if you just play the game by yourself, even though the game is quite good, the script is good, the graphics is good. At the same time, if you're playing the game that you paid for, at least maybe uh 1 4 or 1,400 in peso, or 1,000, 2,000, the A plus games, you know what I mean. Those
Mhm.
games actually um become so boring to play by yourself. You actually need company
Mm,
to enjoy
totally,
that game.
totally.
So doing this kind of thing, it really elevates the mood.
Mm. Okay. Well, I don't know if you're seeing this in the chat right now, but yeah, my friends from high school just saw that we're
Hey,
live,
hey, Rage King
and
3.
they are a bunch of trolls.
What's up, my man?
Why? Why who's
This.
chatting right now?
So he is
Oh my
actually
god.
asking, hi, what's this channel about? Mumble Bumble podcast is about podcast. So we're just talking about different topics that we think of. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to raise some topics, go ahead. You can message, but please do follow us because we actually need some followers. And if you do want the content, yeah, you can. You can.
You can join us actually for a quick chat, or I don't know.
Yeah, you can ask question. You can raise any topics that you want to discuss.
Okay. What's our Twitch again?
The Twitch is Mumble
Uh,
Bubble Podcast.
okay, no worries. I saw the live show already.
Yeah, I actually posted in the page. That's the reason why maybe they were able to what kind of startup? Tech startup, something like that.
Sorry, what are you saying?
Rage King 3 and actually asked, okay, what about startups? Do you know much about that? So I'm
Oh,
asking what specific
startups.
startup what we're talking about.
Yes, we know a lot.
Yeah, yeah, actually no.
We know a lot.
So be
It's
specific.
actually one of our topic.
Yeah.
One startup is our last topic.
If you want to listen about that, you can stay tuned. But if you do want us to discuss more about that, you can just be specific about the startup. Okay. So should
Tech
I
startup.
start or should you start? I think
Um,
you should start for this one.
so tech startup, like, what do you want us to do with a tech startup? But anyhow, let's first look into the, do you know PHP Laravel and Vue.js? Yes, we both know PHP Laravel. Laravel is actually a pretty good framework for PHP because there is actually a rumor that says when you use Laravel, you can you can and use the security feature of Laravel, your your system is totally safe. Safe.
No. Um, can I butt into this conversation if I may?
Sure,
Okay.
go ahead.
So I've been doing PHP for quite some time. I've you know I've up- uploaded or I mean maintained some live production system with the PHP. First time that I've seen Laravel is this guy's doing. Clever John is actually one of those guys that I was able to check and see them actually performing and using Laravel for their projects. Laravel is actually secure in some point, but remember, it's a framework. So, you actually can't secure a house without putting a lock on that door.
Totally.
Remember, Laravel does have security features. Yes, it is secure, but you need to implement that security. You can just pretend to, okay, this shit framework, this is a new shit that we should use. This is super secure. This is this and that. Yeah, it's fast to use. It's actually way faster in using Laravel to develop, a PHP web apps and such. But you actually need to use those feature carefully. It's not it's not it's not a one-off button, if you know what I mean.
You'd say, do you guys do freelance work, Laravel stuff? Why, you got a job for us?
I do have I do actually accept freelance work up until this point. Laravel stuff, I think you should talk about Laravel more with Clever John since he's been doing this. I did some practice, but as of this moment, I'm not too, familiar with it. But I can use it. But Clever John is actually first to do it. So clever, clever, clever. Do you need to do some freelance work right now?
Um, yeah. Well, if the system is from scratch and if the work is from scratch, then totally sure we can do it from scratch. And well, I know Laravel, but I'm not into that deep of Laravel. So if there would be other teammates or other workmates in this freelance work that you are saying, then I think we really need to see on how they code also because
Yeah.
the way I code is like a very simple coding. You can just really see it. You can understand the code like reading a book. Because I did see other codes of Laravel on how they code. I'm like, what the hell is this? Are you working with a team or are you working on your own?
I think that's a basic description of my way of coding.
Okay, so are you working on your own or are you working with a team?
Most of the time, I'm working on my own. Because if you know
Yeah.
me, I've already maintained and developed web apps from scratch. Basically, the client or the customer actually provides specific or specification on what they need and such. I developed that shit, but I think I should start learning on how to work with a team, because even my baby thesis I do that with on my own. I didn't team up with anyone, so I think I should really do need to work on the team part.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Anyways, going back to you, Rage King 3. Oh, do you create complex systems or websites?
Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I have an experience in doing complex system. I did participate in making an inventory system. Totally making an inventory system. So yeah,
Yeah,
and from complex, I can do it. Just I just need time to relearn again.
yeah. Because basically, you can't just memorize code. Uh, you actually need to learn the fundamentals. Clevergen has actually had a very good grasp on the fundamentals, and I have a very good grasp to the fundamentals. What we need to is that if you have a specific projects that we need to create, is that we actually need at least give us at least 15 days or a month to review the specific syntaxes. For example, we actually are at least a good or at least a good PHP developers and a Laravel developer. But if you want us to develop a C sharp web app, let's say you actually need C sharp for the back end, you just need us to do that kind of thing. We actually need to review those syntaxes. We can't just dive into and
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that. We actually need to learn the syntaxes, because from one language to another, one programming language or framework to another, there's a different syntax. It's the syntax that is a problem. It's not actually a problem, but you actually need to learn that kind of thing.
Wait, he's also asking why don't you guys create some web platforms yourself? Yeah, we are doing. We're doing
We
some
have.
some.
You can visit our point today.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Let's go to his next question. Okay, I'm looking for advice on startups. It's about real estate and agents and looking for talented people. Well, what I can advise for you as a startup is really choose the people and have a strategy and have a plan. Tech startup. So, are you looking for tech people to develop your website or what?
Look, do you know him personally or no?
No.
Okay, so let me give you an advice regarding this, because we actually also are a startup. We do have a startup. We actually develop a platform regarding this. We're actually providing um, a business to business, programs, web dev or web apps. Um, what you need to do is that you actually need to look at the problem that you have. So if you do actually have a market, you actually need to plan that market. A basic understanding of the market. For example, you've mentioned real estate. Do you have a specific market in the real estate right now? And also, if you're looking for talented people to develop that shit, we can. Sorry, I'm just cursing regarding that. Um, if you're looking for a talented people and you're actually serious about this, you can go to the platform. We haven't finished it yet because I'm actually working full time in a corporate job. Clever Jen's actually busy right now. I've given a task regarding that.
Yeah.
He does have a role on the startup that we have. So what I'm saying is that if you really want us to start this and talk more about this, you can go to our website, ourpointsolution.com. Let me type that
Yeah. You
on
can.
the chat. Maybe you won't be able to understand my English, but I think I'm doing good. But yeah, ourpointsolution.com. You can go to the contacts tab. You can just provide the info if you want us to contact you, and we'll talk more about that. You can provide complex stuff. At least give us a possible deadline. Hey, we really need a deadline. We can just float, develop, and no deadline. We actually need at least 5 or 6 months because my schedule is full. I'm not too sure with CleverGen as of this moment, but I think he can definitely provide more about that.
Yeah. I can provide more hours to it. But speaking of which, for other platforms we do develop, I don't know if am I allowed to stream my developing? I mean, while I'm developing the super and most beautiful inventory system.
Of the R point.
Yeah.
Sure, but please do
Nice.
remember to hide. You do need to hide some stuff. Uh, you can use the and what? I really
What?
can't. You actually need to hide some shit. You know what I mean? You need to use the process that env shit. Yeah. If you're using are you actually using the database, right, or no?
Database.
The Mongo? You're not using that one? Oh, okay. You're still using the
No, I'm not
MySQL. Okay.
still on MySQL.
Yeah, you can show that. There's no problem. We're not actually using that in a live system. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, should we well there is Feeder Messiah in the chat. Oh wait, did we actually answer the problem?
Yeah. We're able to address Rage King 3.
Because there is another question by Feeder Messiah. Because of the snapshots feature being able to go back in time to a normal state, OS, do you think virtual operating systems can be a normal thing for everyday users?
What kind of
Do you think?
everyday user are we referring to? A corporate job, for example, they're using virtual machine as a day-to-day work computer.
No, wait. For Rage King 3, sorry, I don't know much about coding and IT. I am working in real estate for 22 years. Okay, um, so what's the problem again? Sorry, I lost track.
So on the fourth question that that he had, he said that, okay, I'm looking for advice on startups. It's about real estate and agents and looking for talented people. Um, I think the problem that you have depends on the real business that you want us to develop the web app to, or the website to. Um, yeah. So we really need to learn the specific need that you have, and then you can talk about the wants that you have. So for example, I need a website that do this and that. I need a web app to do this and that. Just like that. You need to
Yeah,
be
the
specific.
features.
Yeah, because we really can't work on a vague feature. Like, I want a website. What kind of website is the first thing? What kind? Is
Yeah,
it a landing page? Is it resume? Is it a portfolio? Is it because if there's a login feature, if we're talking about algorithms, calculations, and such, we're actually talking about a web app. So does it need to have a login? Does it need to be secure, like super secure? Which we do actually
yeah.
prioritize in some point, because today's day and age is that you really can trust the default settings. The what? The W?
I think he's typing something.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyways, should we go to Feeder Messiah first while
Oh,
we wait
sure.
for Rage King 3?
Sure. Do you have an input to that question?
That platform. Okay. Well, let's go back to Rage King again.
Hmm.
The platform has been built over 18 months now, team of 3, and already have a login and back end at the back end. Okay, so there is already a build. Okay,
I have a
okay,
question
and
though.
then
Oh wait.
I'm just wondering what challenges you guys have that we face too. I'm just wondering that what challenges you guys have that we. Oh, okay. I see what he's trying to ask here. He's asking for advices because they will face challenges, right, while developing the system.
Yeah.
So they want to know what are these challenges, and yeah, maybe we can share some advices when they're in these kind of challenges.
Yeah. You
So
can you can
who should go first?
go ahead first.
Okay. So first challenge is actually, and always this always happens in a team of developers actually. When one developer is not like a team player, he codes differently from that of the other developers, and yeah, in doing so, that would really start a fight within a team, most especially when that person doesn't adjust. So solution to that kind of problem is there should be at least a lead developer, so he could manage, or yeah, he could manage the team, and he can say the standard on how they code. It's, we call that the coding standard. And what else? What else? Well, there were other challenges that I faced when I was in a dev team was, well, I think one challenge is when they try to solve a complex problem, because and then they collaborate, and they ask for other advices within their team. I mean, they brainstorm on how can they provide a solution to this problem. That's another challenge because some complex problems will really slow down the progress. Hmm. Other problems that I have faced in a dev team, most of them are behavior actually. It's sometimes in the behavior. So, and in solving the behavior problems, that would depend on the lead developer and on the project owner.
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
What I
Should
can
we? I
uh,
think you should.
what I can add to that is that the thing is, starting a business and also starting developing a platform for your business is actually quite hard. You actually need to check those developers that you've got. You actually need to, at least review uh, their output, because if they're not actually working with each other, as Clever John had said, there might be a problem regarding the product. Because if you know
Absolutely.
DevOps, you know the cycle on how to do it properly is that you actually need to, the basic stuff. You need to plan, you need to develop, you need to test, you need to upload, you need to put that to production, and then the cycle goes on if there's a bug. You actually need to find those people who can work with each other. Preferably, you need to get those people who do know each other and had an experience working with each other for quite some time. Because there's a lot of developers and programmers that might do that might headbutts, or that might fight regarding a specific code or a specific syntaxes. For example, in JavaScript, there's a multiple way in writing code. You can use return and you can use returns. Some developer might say return should be our specific, what do you call this? Um, Default, but some developer might suggest that we should use return, and some may say returns again, blah blah blah, something like that, and the fight will goes on. So you actually need to find those developers who can work in a team. I do have a habit of not working with a team, because I can work with my own. I can um, maintain a code base on my own. I can also
Yeah. So
put that in production
this
on
is
my
the
own.
problem that I'm talking about.
Yeah, that is actually a problem because you development in a startup does actually require a team. You actually need to learn on how to communicate properly. Most programmers or developers are actually introvert. Some are ambivert like me who can, mingle with others, but at the end of the day, I want to be on my own and like an introvert. But most of us are introverts. We can't communicate properly sometimes. The explanation is thin. We can't provide a specific. We can provide a specific explanation, but we can't provide clear explanation, like a very thick paragraph, because we actually just use technical stuff. But yeah, that's the only advice that we have for you. And you've been developing this for 18 months. It's been too long. That's a concern that I had earlier when I read the message. 18 months. The fastest rush development project for big multi-level project that I got is that I was able to. The deadline is 3 months. I was able to finish that in 2 months. The problem is you've been developing that for 18 months, and I think you should think and ask the developers yourselves. You need to look at the output. You actually need to do and follow proper proper shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
Okay,
say this,
ask,
but yeah.
I- yeah, that's you can add that as a reason why tech startups fail. It's the time of development.
Yeah, it's the time of development.
Well, I would I would add another challenge actually, and this is one big reason why tech startups fail. Uh, I'm not uh, I'm not saying that you need to be a I'm not asking you to be a tech savvy, but you do need to have the code checked because you just don't know.
Yep.
Maybe the developers built that system to fail one of these days.
Yep.
But yeah, that's another challenge. And how to solve that is maybe you can yeah, you really need to see you really need to talk to the lead developer.
There's actually a solution that he can do. If he does personally know a programmer or developer that he can talk to, like a close friend who is a developer for quite some time, a best friend who has been a programmer for quite some time, you need an auditor. Because if you actually
Yeah.
don't know these developers who's working with you, and if they are not being paid specifically and enough for that project that they're doing, because they've been doing that for 18 months, the maximum deadline that we can take at least is a year. 18 months. It's you're going for a 2 year period for that development. Yeah. Because the bad thing for that kind of development, since you've been doing that for 18 months, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but what if you have a competitor and they've already finished their platform within 12 months and they've already put that to production? The thing is, the problem that you're going to get is that sometimes in this kind of industry, regarding the as you've mentioned earlier, why do you think tech startups fail? It's because if your competitor is already the first one, why would the network on that platform move to a different one if they've already settled in on that first web app or system or a competitor that you have? So you really need to think about that. Yeah, I became I really
He,
became concerned regarding that.
yeah. He did ask how often would you meet to get the project running? What do you mean, like meeting? Like face-to-face meeting? Because if it's a face-to-face meeting, if it is a face-to-face meeting, then and you really yeah, I think face-to-face meeting is needed. Once a week, that's okay. That's already good. And we're in a pandemic, so once a week. Oh yeah, and in what I do actually when I talk to a certain member is I wanna try to get to 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 get their behavior immediately. I mean, like their attitude. And yeah, wait, he did send us his contact. Yeah, okay, okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll just contact you then. But thank you for staying in chat.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm going to save your email address. Um, Clever will be able to save that too, so that
Yeah,
either one of us can be able to at least contact you, or you can initiate that. If you want to have that urgent, you can go to the website that we have, rpointsolution.com/contact. Just put the details there, and we're going to contact you as soon as possible as we can. Um, we do have Peter Messiah. Am I able to answer
yeah,
this
Peter
earlier?
Messiah. No, no, because
Oh,
we
okay.
didn't answer this yet.
So, should you go ahead and provide an input regarding the question for Peter Messiah?
Wait, let me read the question again. So the question is, do you think virtual operating systems can be a normal thing for everyday users? Virtual operating systems. So is that like in every activity you do, it's in a virtual operating system?
Is that the
Is
new
that correct?
message that
Or
you're uh is that the new message? There's a new message.
what do you mean a new message? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, no. Oh, okay, okay, I see. For the VM case, VMs for normal and personal everyday use, like say any normal user can get infected, has a file accidentally deleted or replaced. Refreshing the OS without restarting the system, snapshot system can solve these things by going back in time. Oh,
Yeah.
so what I said is correct. For every activity is you will do it in in a virtual system, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think yes, that could be a thing. And if you do have enough hardware to run virtual operating system, I do encourage to that. Because yeah, for viruses, you can protect yourself from viruses. But yeah, totally.
So basically here it
But
is.
for I mean,
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
uh, but for viruses that you can't actually detect, I don't think virtual operating system will do anything. But for those viruses or malwares or anything that you can detect, then yeah, virtual operating systems will be good to use.
Okay. So basically the virtual machine is actually a separate thing on your operating system on your local machine. So, if you're going to use a virtual machine on top of the current OS that you have, and then suddenly your computer got infected, as long as that attack is not man in the middle type of thing, I think VM should be able to protect your stuff if you're hosting that in a server. Because on my current job, we're using a virtual machine as a workstation. We do have our provided computer for the workstation, but these computers had actually antivirus installed. We do use VPN, a virtual private network. The good thing about a virtual private network is that if you're going to use that, all of your outgoing and upcoming packets and connection is actually encrypted. So even your ISP won't be able to check the endpoint of those connection. So man in the middle attack isn't practically effective if you're using a VPN. So it's not just a VM or a virtual machine that can protect you, or a good thing that you can use for your work and such, you actually need a combination of virtual machine, VPN, and antivirus, and an IT, and a system administrator, and a server, SSL, those kind of stuff.
But of course, those things is just prevention. Like you really can't do 100% security, even though other antivirus companies says that. I mean, no system is safe. Fuck off.
Yeah. And mind you, for example, you're using your virtual machine with all the VPN, with all the antivirus set up. If you receive an email inside of that VM, it's a phishing email, and you click that, poof, it's either a Trojan will be downloaded and will run on your VM, so it's useless either way.
Yeah.
Either it will be a phishing site and ask for your credential. It's useless either way. So it's up to you, the user, too, to protect your data.
Well, that's what I thought of using a VM for your activities. Because if in the VM you will still do your personal matters, or you download files, you create documents, you put your personal pictures there. You're okay. I'm not gonna look deep into that photos or videos of yours. I mean, wouldn't it be just the same? If you get infected, all your files will be infected. So what's the difference of using the VM, right?
Yeah. If you do actually want a one-time operating system, for example, you're a journalist, you're doing investigative report in some other countries, and you know that for example, the FBI or the NSA is following you, you can actually use a different OS. You can use Tail OS.
Yeah, Tails. Those are the
Tail
Tails.
OS is actually quite useful, so you can, hide those whatever you're doing. I'm not gonna.
The
We're not going to do too deep in that.
the thing about Tails is you really can't install it.
Yep.
It's just a bootable flash drive, but you can use Cube OS.
Yeah, that too.
Cube OS is like it's everything is on VM when you're using Cube OS. I haven't experienced using Cube OS, but it's what it says. So yeah.
Yeah. So again, while we have you as our viewer, you can just follow us on this podcast, so that every week, every Sunday, you can be able to, you know, interact
Wait,
with us. Go ahead.
Rage King is saying something. I'm on Google Chat a lot. Who do you admire? I'm not sure what they mean by who do you admire.
Like inspiration, something like that. Am I right?
Yeah,
Or
inspiration in doing our stuff.
yeah. Or are we talking a different thing, or a general thing like inspiration or on tech and finance and what?
Yeah.
Or hero,
Or
perhaps?
are you trying to make us choose on where we should contact you? I'm not sure. Yeah, but if you could chat on what you mean, then yeah, we can totally reply to that.
Yeah. Maybe he's saying that he's on Google Chat, so maybe that's the a best way for us to contact him on Google Chat.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do we? How many viewers that we have? I think we have 6 earlier. Please
Yeah.
follow us. It does help. The system at least recognize that the content of this podcast is actually quite useful. We do like to interact with our viewers, and yeah, It does help a lot. Oh, Google Hangouts. Okay. Yeah. Sure. No problem. We can definitely contact you. Um, should you or should I? Maybe we'll talk about that. Well, or both.
Yeah.
We can initiate the chat. So
Well, you can go on
go ahead.
since you're. No, you can go ahead and contact him right now since you're the Buddha, since you're the body of knowledge.
They've been saying that I'm an Asian friend. Yeah, I'm your Asian friend.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. We'll contact you. I mean, Ian will contact you right now.
um, yeah. Oh,
So
there's actually a quite sensitive matter with regards to the podcasting because you actually need to balance the troubleshooting while you're live. It's actually quite funny because we've been actually spending at least 15 minutes or so preparing the
wait,
stream.
hold on. Yeah. Okay. See you, Rage King, and stay safe. Stay healthy.
All
Okay.
right.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Without a doubt, we'll add you.
Yeah,
No
of
worries.
course. We're going to contact you because I'm concerned about that 18-month development. So yeah. For those viewers right now, please subscribe or follow us on the Twitch so that we can be able to, you know, at least we do know that the contents that we provide are good and at the same time, useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to Feeder Messiah. Thank you for following. Why don't we have that alert box?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, big shout out to Feeder Messiah. Thank you for following. And shout out to Rage King 3. Thank you for being in our chat. And yeah, no worries. We'll contact you.
Rage King
Well,
3, Feeder Messiah, one of our heroes for today. Yes.
Well, this podcast really got some content.
Yeah.
Did we? We just had the business talk. What the hell? I
See,
never knew we would reach this part.
yeah, see, this is the beauty of podcast because if we do have the knowledge and some background to it, we can really talk more about it. Share the knowledge. It's free for all. There's no conspiracy theory hiding the secret sauce in here. Yeah. So, should we talk about investment and long-term gains?
Yeah, sure. We should.
All right.
We should.
Okay. So, I think way back in college we've been talking about earning some that sweet cash.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. We've been talking about stock market, equity, some basic investment kind of thing. I have a story about that first stock that I bought. I think it's from a holding company. Before we talk about my gains back then, I think we're drinking at a bar at the time. Before that, I actually lost, the how to say this? I actually lost the initial investment that I put in. This is the thing, folks. You actually need to learn these things by doing it. So I actually checked and used the chart. I was able to learn about that, but I wasn't able to use the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence chart that I've mentioned on our private chat. The bad thing is I was able to use that and analyze the chart for the shares or the growth that the company had. And then after a day, yeah, a day or two, the price went down, and I lost the initial investment. That is before the
Oh,
time that we've talked about this while drinking in a bar, because at that time I was able to gain that back in by putting another investment. So yeah, it's not good. It's quite funny, but yeah, it's true that that happened. That shit happens.
yeah,
I
but
wasn't able
damn.
to. I wasn't able to tell that story, did I?
No, this is my first time hearing that.
I know it. I know it. Because I've been reserving that story for a while because I really want to share that with people. And now I think this is the time that we've got. And yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
funny.
God damn.
Yeah. But
Yeah, speaking of investment in my story, well, oh wait, were you trying to say something?
no, I was supposed to say that, but that's the reason why I was able to at least gain that exact investment that I've lost on the other trade because I was able to learn from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for my story in investing, I think my investment, etc., or whatever you call it, my investment actually started was I'm sure I came from a drinking session that time. I'm not sure who I was with, but I think I was with my friends, college friends or high school friends. We were we were really wasted. Okay, now I remember. That was the time when I got really wasted. It was my first time getting very, very wasted outside because of drinking. And the next day was I signed up for an event for call. They were gonna give what do you call that? Like they have a convention
Okay.
about their system and about their company.
Right.
And my mind was not in the right place that time while I was in the convention because I haven't I haven't I didn't take a shower or I didn't even have a bath. And I really have that hangover. But nonetheless, I just went to the convention. I seated at the back so no one would notice me. And I was like, what are they saying? I was even really sleepy.
The fuck?
I didn't hear what the speakers said. No, I really didn't hear. I didn't. What do you call that? I did not participate in the event, but yeah, my mother just kept saying that you need to open. You're the one who talk. You you're the one who keeps talking about investment, so you need to open a call account. So yeah, I did. I did open my call account and deposited like 1,000 pesos. That was my first investment.
Yeah.
They sent up. They gave me my account, etc. I accessed the account and then I didn't. My first investment was not in the stock market because I really don't know anything. So I just went to mutual funds and because I'm not sure why did I start in mutual funds. I think one one of my instructors said there were three investments that he is participating, but the only thing that I remember was mutual funds. So mutual funds it is. So I invested, I think my maximum investment to mutual funds was, I think, 2,000 pesos.
Mm, okay.
And I just let it stay there without doing anything because I even come to a point. that I even forgot that I have a call account. No, because I never checked it. I never, after a month or so, I never checked it again. But
Okay.
yeah, I checked it and I got like, uh, I only got like two. It reached only to 2,200 pesos. So I said, well, this is slow money. I ain't gonna do that crap. So yeah, that's the time I moved to stock market. And yeah, my first round in investing in stock market was kind of a stupid plan because I invested in one green, but when it turned red, I sold immediately. I
Oh.
think it was just around for 1 week. I did it for a week. And then that's when I said to myself, wow, I'm that stupid. So that's when I really had a thought that I should really really be a long time investor because I am a fresh investor.
Yeah.
I don't look into charts actually. What I do look into, if they are a blue chip stock, then I should then that's my target. Blue chip stocks are my only target. And then
Okay.
in choosing the in choosing what company I need to search. If it's a bank, then I would really invest in that because banks has the money. Banks rob people. I mean, banks has the money. Yeah, banks have the money, so I really invest in banks. Banks, electricity. Yeah, that's where I keep an eye on. Not on food exactly, but banks and electricity. That's my target.
Yeah. Cause actually, if you're going to take a look at it, the sectors are actually you actually need to spread investment on a different sector. We can just focus on financial sector, for example, banks, holding companies, insurance, or investment
Yeah.
companies. You actually need to spread that to at least minimize your risk, at the same time minimize the loss. You can spread that to services like a Jollibee for Filipino. It's like a
Yeah.
McDonald in the US. So there's that. For a different investment strategy, basically, I'm also eyeing for the bond market. I'm actually eyeing for the retail treasury bond. If you're able to hear that, there's actually a higher percentage for return or interest rate um, of retail treasury bond compared to treasury bills, or what do you call this, time deposit. Because as you know, time deposit is actually at least a 1% or 1 point something percent interest rate. But for retail treasury bond, when I check that, the December 2018, I think the interest rate is actually 4%, I think. And now after 19 2 years, I was able to check the website again of Treasury. It's actually 2 point something percent. So see the return if you're going to put at least a half million peso or 500,000 to that account. You can actually calculate that. They have a website. Should I share my screen so that you're able to
Sure, sure. You should.
see, share screen, share. Let me just change the screen cap so that they can also see this. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Um, wait. Let's just search that. Progressive bonds. They have a different name every time that this is being released. As you can see here, the time deposit is actually 1.125% interest rate after 5 years. So for peso or progressive bonds, which is actually a retail treasury bond, they just changed the name. It's a 2.625% return after year. So for example, you've put in 100,000. Calculate that within 5 years you'll gain 10,500 compared to 4.5 in time deposit. The thing is, if you're going to put your money on this bonds, you actually need to have a bigger money to put in. The reason why is that since you have a bigger money, the interest rate for that is a bigger actually. So you can be able to gain a lot of return if you have at least half million, because within 5 years you're going to have 52 return. So you can't find that anywhere else with just money sitting in a bank. So if you have an excess on your income, you can definitely put that in this kind of bonds. Or just if you have 200,000, 21 within 5 years.
That's
But
still good.
yeah, I think there is an option for a 3 years period. The return is great compared to time deposit. Yeah, so there's that. But the thing is, you can't withdraw this if it didn't mature. So you actually need to have that within the maturity period of 5 years.
Okay. There's a question of Anime Darius.
Mm-hmm.
Should I invest in stocks or try to start a business? Should I go first?
Sure, no problem.
Well, if I'm gonna answer that in a troll way, I think you should start a business by investing in stocks. Okay, I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer more seriously now.
Just let me know, okay? If it's
Uh,
my turn, I'm going to read a message here. I just received a message. Just let me know
okay,
if
okay,
I need to speak, okay?
okay. Well, if you're gonna start a business, you better be prepared to take in the negativity of just starting. Just a startup or in the fresh stage of a business. And starting a business is, I think, would really cost you money. And that's why I would suggest you should invest in stocks instead. And actually, the plan here is you shouldn't just stay in investing in stocks. What I would suggest is after you gain enough capital in stocks, then yeah, go start the business. Uh, I see what my investment is stocks is like my, what do you call that? Why I invest in stocks is because I need more money, and if I gain enough money from investing in stocks, then move up to a higher, move up, move up. Because my next plan after stock market is I'm gonna invest in startup companies, because we do have crowdfundings, etc. And you can totally be an investor of a startup company. You just really need the money. Yeah, so what I advise to you, if you are still starting, you should start invest in stocks first. That is, if you already have a great plan in doing your business, then go start your business, like a foolproof plan, and you can take in the negativity. Yeah, yeah, that's all my input to that. Ian, your turn.
Okay. So should I invest in stock or try to start a business? Um, I think I shouldn't answer that directly. The reason for that is there's no specific investment or business that you can do correctly. Basically, you can just invest in stock and be rich suddenly. You can just create business and be rich suddenly. What I can recommend, which is a tried and true by some, I'm not sure because I'm actually doing it as of this moment, but I I'm earning a significant, but I'm not actually on this level yet. So what I can recommend, based from what I've read, based from what I've watched, and what I'm currently applying on my current financial status, is that you actually need to find a job, milk that job with money.
Yep.
After getting that money, while working at the job, invest in stock market. So buy some share. You can use the what do you call this? eToro. If that is available on your country, that is a good way to start because you can copy the strategy and the current portfolio of different users who's gaining a lot of money. By the way, I'll say this to you. You need to do your homework. You need to search the specific performance of that person because I'm not going to put my money if I'm not too sure about that person. If I'm just going to copy the strategy, you need to take a look at the returns, the risk for that specific a person. After you've put that money or that excess money that you have in your stock investment, you can create a small startup. But be sure to know the things on your startup. Make sure that there's a market for it. Don't create an app, a game, a web app, or a service which is a copycat of others. But the thing is, if you're going to create a copycat of others, make sure that there's a market and there's a lacking platform or service. So there's that. So after you have a job, while milking the workplace for money, you have that investment, which is actually gaining dividends. Don't withdraw the dividends, or if you're going to gain some money, you can sell and then you can put back again the money because there's a power of compounding interest. If you can search more about that, it's about compounding interest. So basically, you don't withdraw the return that you gain, but you invest back in. So make sure that you do have a great guy that you copy the investing part and the eToro. But if you are a finance, finance guy, if you graduated about business, finance, banking, and stuff, well, I think you know what you're doing. I think you shouldn't listen to me. But after those things, while milking the a workplace with money, you'd have the a stock market working for you. You have the business. By then, you can gain those money, create another business as a backup for this. After that,
Yeah, those.
get those get those excess money that you have, and put in and buying some shares in the big companies.
Yeah, mostly
Because
banks because
yeah, most of the banks, because the returns for that is a good shit. I'm still on the milking part. I'm still in the stock investment part. I'm also actually starting the business part. So it's just a matter of time doing this shit. You know what I mean? Come on. Don't just stick with the one or two investment kind of thing. You actually need to work with it. Use the different shit that we have here. But if you're an investment genius like Warren Buffett and such, if you have an Elon Musk kind of brain, you can just create a business and hope to grow it. But you actually need to have a capital. As clever John said, you can go to the crowdfunding. You can ask investors. Why not? As long as you can grow that business and as long as you have a market. That's the thing. Because if there's no market, if the market is saturated, how are you going to fight and how are you going to pitch to an investor that, hey, this, my water bottle is actually quite good. It makes the water holy. Buy it. No one's gonna believe that. It so yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end of the
So yeah.
day, the amount in your bank is actually your calling card. So by the time all of this doing had garnered a lot of money, and you want to sit with the big boys on those offices, for example, you want to do a serious investment in a company, and hey, we haven't heard about you, blah blah blah. As long as you have a big number in your bank account, that's your calling card. That's it. Maybe.
Yeah. So, I think we really did it. Yeah. So final advice. Yes, you should start a business by investing in stocks.
All right.
So yeah, should we move to the next topic?
Yeah. Tell me more about the money from playing games.
Oh yeah, because you know me, I've been streaming, etc. So I kind of had a thought on, wait, are there games that could really pay you off? Because there is what do you call this? You can do business by playing CS:GO because you get this chest, like these boxes or something rewards, and you can sell those boxes online, which will totally give you money. But I looked into more like the games that will really give you money by just playing the game. And yeah, there were results. There were results, but I didn't try any of them because I hated every single one. There was a game that your task is only clicking buttons, etc. Mine this, mine that, collect this and that.
Yeah.
It's not a good game actually, but yeah, I saw the comments on the YouTube gameplay. They are saying that yeah, it is a good game. You just need to write a code to automate the work for you, because if you're gonna do the work yourself, I mean, what the hell are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
And creating a script that would automate it will totally generate, I mean, would speed things up. And there was a game that is actually pretty good because it's a first person shooter game, but I read the comments and they were bashing the game. They were saying that this is just another bullcrap, something like that. And yeah, they really hated it. So I didn't continue to. I kind of got discouraged trying out the games, but I am trying one game right now, which is just answering some service, and then you'll get points or something like that.
Okay.
And then once you reach this kind of what do you call that? This kind of number or points, then you can totally pay up the money. I don't know. I can't say for sure that this will pay you off, but what I'm just doing is, answering surveys, and then there I have points. So it it doesn't hurt on my part. That's why I do it. Yeah, and I think that's about it. Well, there are there is one way you can really earn by playing games, but you need to be a professional player.
Yeah.
Which yeah, streaming will pay out.
Yeah. Um, can you remember the I think it's a company that employs PewDiePie because he had back then he had a lot of followers. So they're actually um paying him to play games. I think that's the notion, but I can't remember the company. Because there's an interview and he
Mm,
actually attended a convention and he actually speak about the a process and such. There's a video on YouTube that you can watch about that, but I can't remember the company name.
oh, okay. So yeah, you need a face.
Yeah.
You need to build your face. So yeah, guys, share to your friends. We are Mumble Bumble. We play games. So yeah, we do play games.
Yeah.
Companies, please sponsor us.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed? I've been drinking earlier with this. I've been
Yeah,
drinking with this. Guys,
yeah,
if you're
yes.
kind enough and if you're kind enough, please sponsor us if you can. It doesn't hurt that much.
So are you suggesting that I should drink like this? Nope,
Hey,
nope. I'm not gonna open this one.
hey! If they can be able to provide sponsorship, why not? Come on. If you want us to create an advert for you, sure, why not? As long as you can deliver, we can deliver too.
We give a review on your whatever your product is.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure. No problem. No problem. We'll display all the products that you have at the back. We'll mention that. Come on, do it.
Yeah, I think at some point.
Yeah, we do
Boost
have.
review.
Yeah. Oh, booze review. Of course, we can do that too. If as long as
Hmm.
there's
Maybe on the next stream.
Oh, okay. Would you like it?
don't don't make me open my Gilbis, okay? I'm
Because
preserving that crap.
I actually want to try Jägermeister.
Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, maybe. Wait, how much money do I have? Do I even have money to buy more wine or more liquor? I think. Yeah.
Are you checking right now? Are you checking? Because I haven't drank a lot of liquor this month. Yeah, a booze review will be. Yeah, I hope they sponsor us.
Okay, fuck. I'm totally broke. I can't do a booze review. I'm not gonna open my Gilbis.
Hey,
Fuck off.
hey, open the Gilbys. Open the Gilbys.
No, no, no.
At some point in time, we can definitely do that for fun.
Oh, wait, I just remember. I don't show my face in my stream. Fuck off.
Yeah. The the bad thing is if you're going to do a booze review in this podcast may
Yeah,
run for 5 hours, 6 hours,
maybe more.
maybe more. And
24 hours.
yeah, we really can't afford doing that.
No, no, no. Well, the reason that's why it might take us 24 hours because we will get
Ah,
we'll get knocked out.
yeah. At some point in time, yeah, we can do that. But
Wait, are we even allowed to get drunk on stream?
there are different there are different podcasts or stream that been doing this kind of thing. But yes, we can at some point,
Okay, okay, okay.
as
I
long
think I'm
as
gonna.
you're not doing some shit and showing some shit. But we're guys, so we're good. For women, I'm not so sure about that.
Well, we don't know. You might finger your ass. You heard nothing, okay? You heard nothing.
I heard nothing. I heard
Yeah,
nothing.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but definitely, Fader Messiah, we'll do a booze review
Yeah, sure.
without a doubt. And I think that's it for my topic. That is money from playing games.
Okay. So well, we can. What about we talk about the Sector One? Let's talk about Sector One. Sector One. Sector One. I'm sorry for
Oh
those
my god.
guys who's wearing headphones right now. I might have an ear rape with your ears, so
Well, well, about that fucking company that fucked up my fucking career. I should, you guys wanna know what I should be doing right now? I should be a fucking associate software engineer in one of the fucking companies, big fucking companies. I almost touched down that fucking deal if it wasn't for this. Can I curse?
sure, no problem.
If it wasn't for that fucking company that fucked me up, because I can't get back up on my feet right now. Speaking of my career, because of what I did for this fucking company, I ghosted that fucking company that wanted to give me the a good position because I was very loyal to Sector One.
Yeah.
Like, who is this company? I don't know this company. I only know Sector One. That was my notion before, but fucking that fucked me up. Well, anyways, let's get to the point, and I'm gonna stop my cussing. Well, I'm gonna say it again. I should have a better future right now in terms of my career if it wasn't for that company, and if it wasn't for my decision making, because I viewed that company like, oh my god, this is it. Like, in some point in time, you reach in life that you will really fuck up your choices. Sorry for cussing again, but it's totally fucked up. Sorry again. But yeah, there will be some point in time that you will be committed in one thing, and that commitment will really drag you down. That's what happened here. But right now, and I want everyone to celebrate with me that I am out of that company. Because I don't know, okay? With all the negativity set aside, it's totally stupid of me to stay still. And let's say I'm equal to a patient in a mental hospital if I would still stay in the company. Literally. No, no, because why am I staying in the company? Because I don't know. Uh, but anyways, an update about that company is I don't know what the hell they're doing right now, but I hate it. I just hate it. The members, the boss, everything. I mean, I don't even know. I fought for the team. I fought for the team whenever my boss is, or whenever my team is in a bad situation. I fight for them as a lead, and I'm being straightforward to my boss. But right now, my members didn't save me. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's totally enough to say it's enough. We should quit. This is just stupid anymore. Yeah, this topic is mostly advices because yeah, it really hurts to see that the ones who you fought for will not save you. You know why? Because it's just business. It's just business. Why should we save you when we can take this opportunity already to be higher than you?
Yeah.
So I don't know, okay? It because they might say that sorry we didn't know. I think you already know, and there's no need to tell those guys or the ones you will save that hey, it's your time to save me. That should come by initiative and by respect, and then, simply respect, actually. So, guys, an advice to each and everyone is be careful on those people who you will save, and be careful of those of the company who you will commit to. And seriously, before being emotional about the stuff or being emotional, think of business when you're inside the company. But seriously, because I'm that type of guy who wants to be in a company that I can consider as family, because I'm gonna spend I might spend my rest of my life with you guys, so why not consider you as family? But what the hell? So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Just be careful who you save. The ones who will save you will not save you.
Yeah.
Might be. Maybe. But I don't know. I don't actually care if the company will succeed, because you might succeed. You might be a billionaire or a fucking millionaire, or it might be true that you are a contact of Jeff Bezos, or President Duterte, or President Donald Trump, or you might be targeted by NSA. Bitch. Fuck you. I mean, sorry. But the fact still remains that by attitude, by behavior, by personal growth, you're a piece of shit. And there's nothing, to me, okay, to me, your money is useless when personal growth, you suck. Because what's this? Your happiness is the money? You're a millionaire, but you still want more money? You're a millionaire, you're happy now because you're a millionaire? You're fucking kidding me, bro. Bitch, I could be happy by 5,000 pesos per month and have a house. I'm already happy with that. Okay.
No chill, bro. No chill.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. No chill.
But don't worry, guys. This will be the last time that you will hear this company from me. Okay? No more.
What the fuck?
But wait, I think I need to put out something more.
Oh, sure. No problem.
I'm not attacking the belief of being practical that you need money to work. That's totally a need. That's totally a need. You hear that? You hear that, punk? Jeff, that's your name, right? I mean, I mean, always keep on saying to you that we need money to work, but you always use your anger saying that that won't work in the US. Huh? And and whenever I reach out to you because I have a problem with my team, I'm the one who you are screaming. Why are you screaming at me, bro? You want me to lead a team. You want me to form a team. That's that's what you tasked me, right? Right, Jeff? That's what I did. But you always end up being angry like a crybaby you are. But yeah, being practical is good, but demanding for more while you're already torturing the people around you is not good. Like I said, when your life is at that point that you're not already struggling, like you're financially good and everything, I think it's better to focus on personal growth, because seriously, money isn't happiness. Well, depend. And money can't buy happiness. I'm against that also. Kind of.
Yeah, I do.
But like I said, if you're at that point in life where you are financially stable already, like your needs is fulfilled, I think it's really much better to focus on personal growth. It's for you to be happy.
Yeah.
Happiness. And wait. I'm trying to remember. I have one trash talk. The last one trash talk to
Okay.
these motherfuckers. What the hell did you do me like that, bros? I saved your asses every time, but what the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna say it in a more general way so the viewers can relate.
Yeah.
Whenever there is a concern within my team and they can't say it to the boss because I'm the only one who can straight up say to my boss, "You're a piece of shit." I'm the one who will communicate with my boss. And well, actually, the mistakes is actually not like a kid's mistake. It's actually critical because in work, okay, you can confirm, right? Yeah, the story that I'm telling you about
Yeah.
this company,
It's
all the
it's true.
wrongdoings is totally wrong
Yeah.
because it's not formal, it's not professional, and it's nonsense.
Nope.
Why is the workflow nonsense, right? That's what I keep on for telling my boss, and the way he replies is like getting angry, screaming at me, or saying that that won't work in the US. US are perfectionist. Don't worry, we are in contact with Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Microsoft, who's that? Bill Gates. We know Donald Trump. We know President Duterte. We know Sara Duterte. He keeps saying that I'm a direct contact of President Duterte. I'm like the James Bond. Really? 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 Yeah, that's what he keep on saying. So I'm like, why do you keep answering me with promises when I want facts? I want the solution, guys. Because I don't need to hear the US or people stuff. What I want is, okay, we need to work on a new workflow. This will be the new workflow. That's what I wanted to hear. But he never actually had the right mind to lead. But yeah, I did that every time. Every time that my team will say that something is wrong, I go to sir. I save them, and every time that my team has a mistake, I save them again. I go to sir. I talk to them. But right now, what happened, because we had a fight about the allowance, it started from there because he isn't giving the allowance.
Yeah.
Most of the members just quit, and we were put into vacation because it's our fault that we don't have the pay. And I keep on fighting sir that time. I keep on pushing facts, more facts, more facts. And I don't know, out of the blue, I was like degraded. Like he he moved to another member and he put this bitch like the lead, which is nonsense. Why are you doing that? That's unprofessional. And this bitch sort of like it. This bitch didn't save me when the boss is saying, you need to move out of Clever John's sphere of influence. What?
Yeah.
Sphere of influence. I'm trying to save my team because that's my role, right? But I don't know. Yeah, that's the mistake actually. And I should have seen it actually. I should have seen it. I should have known the attitude because that time I think it's just a thought that their attitude is bad, but I should have seen that coming. That's why I wanted to advise everyone to be very, very careful on who are the people you're trying to lead. And whenever you try to save a member to your boss, or whenever you go to your boss and make war because your team has an issue, be careful to be careful with that before you fight your boss. Because in my situation, I was like the front line, and when they're done with me, they're like throw away.
Yep.
So everyone, be careful on who you are saving. You might be saving a snake, or the situation is you might be digging your own grave, and they're the ones who help you dig your grave, which is totally shit. I shouldn't have saved them actually.
Yeah.
Fuck. But a shout out to you guys. Remember, that company might work. That company might work. But remember this. Personal growth. I can fucking beat you at personal growth, you fuckers. No, totally, because it might work along the way, but
Yeah.
please do remember, with all the money in your pocket and in your mouth, mm-mm, uh, I'll see you in hell. I'm viewing you from heaven, and you're in hell. You get it. But
Nice.
yeah, this is the last time that you will hear Sekawan from me. And to my team, I don't care if you see this anymore. I don't care. Okay, but please do remember, I did not need to tell you to that you need to save me, because you should have done that out of respect.
Yeah. Basically everything that Clever John had said, I can actually vouch for it. Um, yeah, I you know how it goes. In the previous video, I was able to express myself and saying that he must GTFO, and look what happened to him. That the owner actually crucified him regarding that action that he's taking. Because yeah, uh, who stays in a company who's not paying them right? And his Clevergen, I think you've been with the company for what, at least or more than a year.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not sure, but I think you can say more than a year
more than a year.
because I came back. I did came back
Yeah. Okay.
the past.
So he's actually more than a year or 1 year employee in that company, and he was just basically crucified out of nothing. He's
Yeah,
basically doing a lot of work. I'm not saying that he should be incentivized for that, but the full salary should be paid out regarding that.
yeah,
And it's actually quite funny, painful, and you know, uh, crazy at some point, because you really
yeah,
can't you really can't talk to that guy. I'm not I'm not bad mouthing the company, but if ever that you're going to make a deal with this person, Jeff Bailio, you really can't argue with that guy. You can't
yeah,
talk with facts only. He can talk crazy, but he can talk with facts. As long as
mhm,
so basically here's how it goes. If you're going to ask him to lay out some facts, facts, it's not working. He'll going to rant about Israel, um, taking over the world. He's being basically anti-Semitic at some point.
yeah,
At the same time, he's mentioning about cooperation with the CIA, the NSA. He's saying that he's a friend or close friend with the president of the Philippines, Duterte. I don't think that this fucking president even know you, bruh.
yeah, totally.
Come on.
No, the closest that he showed me is a picture of his friend. It's actually his friend, not him. His friend with president. I don't even know if that's a real picture.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm concerned about his mental state. I'm not gonna talk more about that. Yeah, I think this guy had schizophrenia or something else going on with his mind. And
Yeah,
it's quite serious talk. I'm not gonna shit about disability and such, but I think someone should raise that up. I have no place to say that directly to him because I've been there in that company as a part-time employee for what, a month?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah, totally a month or two,
a month or
something.
two. So yeah, it's quite concerning because he's been getting a lot of traction and recruiting a lot, or not actually a recruitment, because it's actually an outsourcing of employee here in the Philippines, and he's saying that that his company is actually based in California. So basically, he's doing business process outsourcing outside the U.S. without proper income, and he's
Yeah,
not even registered here in the Philippines in the SEC or DTI even. I've done some search. Also, I've been raising this. I've done some search on the SEC portal in the US. You can just put the name of the owner or the name of the company. It doesn't exist. This company doesn't exist. And we're able to. Yeah, I'm not gonna mention that because that's confidential shit. But
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But let's say it works. Totally, it works. Everything. He's now the billionaire, and he will come up to me. Hey, look, clever Gene. I'm now the billionaire. Well, I would reply. I already have a reply to that. Congratulations, sir. Now you can afford a therapy session, or maybe let's make it sweet. You can afford a private psychologist so they can fix your brain.
yeah. We're not.
Cause
Okay, go ahead.
cause no offense, okay, no offense. I am raising the issues to you professionally, and then you told me that I need to take a course about business ethics. And then you're gonna say practice what you preach while showing me your licenses like CCNA, CCNP. But what's bothering me is what's the sense of showing all of that when you're the one who can't practice what you preach.
Yeah,
And those licenses that you have, those are nothing if you really can't lead a company. Leader, that's why I have a thought, okay? I have a theory that leadership is really different from intelligence, intelligent people that has the skill to code, to develop, etc. But when it comes to leadership, it's really a different topic for me. Okay, for me,
yeah, of course.
it's really a different topic because in leadership, in my experience in leadership, you really have to read your members. You really have to focus on their behavior. You really have to do it psychologically. Basically, you really have to be strategic, not just viewing the business, but you should be able to view your employees. And what he said about the behavior is actually, well, we need an HR. We're gonna get an application that would track everyone's behavior or mental health. And I'm like, dude, in leadership, you don't need that kind of shit. You just need to talk to your members. That's it. That's fucking it. You need to listen. That's it. Why do you need an HR? We're a startup company, right? Why do you need an HR and an application to track the mental health? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Do you even consider yourself a CEO when you actually can't handle it? Actually, no offense, okay, no offense, but it is what it is, right? Right?
has that's his punchline. Actually, it is what it is. So yeah, um, I'm not shitting on a person with a disability, but yeah, um, I think someone should look out for Sir. I think he should seek some, professional help. It's not good, actually. It's not good.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, apologies to everyone and to you, Ian, if I keep on talking about this company and if I keep on bad mouthing this company.
it's okay.
But I can't take it anymore. Come
Yeah,
on. For a year, I've been what do you call that? I've been patiently, humbly managing the shit that I am experiencing in this fucking company, okay? So sorry if I'm being unprofessional right now by bad mouthing the company, but dude,
yeah. I know.
seriously,
I know.
I'm gonna bash my head to this fucking monitor. Yeah, but don't worry, guys. I'm still mentally capable of handling myself. I can recover from my madness. Do not worry.
Oh shit.
I love streaming.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'm not that. This is the last time that I'm gonna badmouth or mention that company. Hopefully.
we can't promise.
Yeah, but advice to you guys. Seriously, be careful on who you are saving and be careful before going into a fight because you might be digging your own grave f- for the wrong people. And yeah, seriously, be very careful on who you are saving. You might be digging your own grave.
Yeah. That's
That's
the
it.
uh that's the bad thing because that's actually painful too because you actually dedicated yourself doing the task that has been given by Sir Jeff, and yeah, he repaid you with no monetary incentive, insufficient salary, and that crucifixion of yours is actually bad thing.
Yep.
Yeah. And mind you, he's a startup company.
Yeah, and his head is so big already. I don't know why.
Yeah. And that's the reason why I'm telling you that I think they should seek professional help regarding his condition because it's not good. He's talking about, rocket science and shit, pharmaceutical companies. Dude, you're a cybersecurity company. What the? But, well, nonetheless, we really can't say more about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to leave it right there. You can go to their website that has been developing for 3 years, secor1.com.
.com.
Yeah,
Well, at least it's secor1.com.
it's SECCORE1 as a number 1.com. And you judge it by yourselves, folks. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
anything more about that.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want to hear some more about this company, just leave a message.
Yeah, leave a
Our
message.
contact will be there.
You can definitely contact us. I've put in our YouTube channel. You can search us on YouTube, Adrian Ducao for me,
Yeah.
DUCAO. For Clever John, it's CJ underscore com. I can just search those names. You can be able to subscribe or watch the videos.
Yeah.
If you want them, you can just like them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
It's actually in the description, so it will help you guys. Okay.
Yeah. So, should we end the stream right here? And
Yeah. So should we do our outro now?
Yeah, I think we should do the outro. I think we do need to revise that outro. It's not playing on the OBS. So I'm just going to play some music and for the outro. So guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the followers. So we garnered for today. Yeah, you know what to do. If this is the content helpful, you can just leave comment, suggestion, and such. Follow us. Yeah, donate. Give us a tip or donate. You can follow us on YouTube and yeah, show your support if you really want to continue this stream. I think we're doing substantial correct topics on the podcast.
Yeah, but don't worry, guys. Then we are welcoming questions.
Yeah.
Just say them on the chat, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Wanna join us on our call? Just contact us.
Yeah.
Literally, just contact us.
And also, if you want to join in our personal streams, you can just subscribe to these channels. Adrian Ducao and CJ_com. You can find the individual Twitch channels right there on the YouTube. We'll do better next time. I'm going to do better on this setup that we've got here. I'm thinking that we should use Windows. I should use Windows so that we can use the so if there's a subscriber, it will going to pop up on the screen, something like that. The layout and such.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
Yeah. That's it.
Thanks
Bye,
guys for
guys.
watching. Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.
Bye.
Where's the music? Welcome to
Is the
Mumble
stream-
Bumble
wait.
Podcast. We stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. Philippine Standard Time.